Yay! Okay, hi guys, welcome back. Okay, the last episode was super filler in nature because it pretty much amounted to having a close encounter with Crimson that they narrowly avoided through sheer dumb luck. They burnt down a forest. That was neat. We learned some information, not a whole lot, and then we rolled the wild magic thing that actually says you roll 10 wild magic things back to back. And they spent the majority of the session fighting rabbits because they couldn't figure out the gimmick of why it multiplied until like round 5. And then there's a lot of rabbits, and they had high AC. And so the Great Rabbit War happened. But they did get a bunch of XP. And now we're back.
Last session could have just not happened and nothing would change, essentially.
No, something's changed. I mean, we committed several major crimes, actually.
Yeah, you guys committed several. What you can now do. It's also, you also wouldn't have gotten a bunch of XP and randomly generated loot that was surprisingly good for being randomly generated loot.
I'm looking forward to the opportunity to explain incorrectly what happened to our friend who was absent. To Minnie.
Yeah, true.
Valid. So yeah, you guys take a, I don't know, do you guys want a long rest, or are you just gonna like leave Kip?
Well, the plan was the plan was for us to rest outside town just in case Crimson was waiting for us there, which we found out he actually was in that town, thankfully. So we didn't.
Correct.
So yeah, actually, I would like it probably best. We're not going to roll another random encounter, are we?
No, you scared them all away. That's how it works. Once you hit one, you can't hit one again for that region. It's fair like that, where it's like, yeah. So, because it's like, for example, if you miss an encounter, let's say like in this general hex, and you come back like to this general hex area, you can hit one again, but it's pretty much just a risk of, because like obviously not every encounter is completely random. Like there's different tables I roll from, and sometimes it's like, yeah, you guys don't get one. It's like you have to get like above 80 or something to even hit one, for example.
Okay. And all right, that makes sense. And also just in general, it makes sense that there wouldn't be a lot of things around when there's this giant blazing, or at least the cinders and smoke of a fire on the horizon.
Yeah, you think you've cleared the majority of the region of random encounters, to be honest. You think, like, yeah, probably. You made a forest fire. Like, the most common thing you might encounter is something that ran away from the forest fire.
Yeah, we're not going to actually summon
Uber dragon of the area.
Maybe.
A dragon?
We were actually informed that a hag lived in this forest before we set it on fire. So, you know, she might not be happy about that.
That's her problem, not ours.
By the way, I think we decided, what was it, that Minnie was taking a nap in a bag, recuperating from the previous session?
Don't remember that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we took Minnie and I think we said Minnie was in the carriage, or.
Yeah, pretty much if everyone's not here, they're just in the carriage for insert reasoning here.
Well, someone has to stick with the carriage and defend the donkeys. They're the most important members of the party.
They are, actually, because if they die, you guys are gonna not be able to move like 300 kilometers.
True.
But yeah.
So the way Russell will explain this story is, we went to the forest in a righteous quest to destroy a hag, which we heard lurked there. But we discovered that that Crimson was afoot too. We chased him to ground in the forest, where we feared he might have some dark pact with the hag. And knowing that it would be dangerous for us to enter and face him on his terms, we set the forest ablaze, hoping to force him out and face him on our terms. Unfortunately, he was too slippery and escaped our grasps. But luckily, the great and powerful Lizran reached into the secret of his power, of his arcane might, and found his location. Then, unfortunately, the terrible Crimson retaliated, conjuring an army of plagues upon Kip specifically.
That sounds right. I remember that part.
It was not me.
I wonder who did that to him.
Including a magical rabbit that duplicated itself every 6 seconds or so that very quickly it went from 1 rabbit to 2 to 4 to 8 to 16. It was a problem.
Oh.
Anyway, that's why we are currently covered in rabbit blood, head to toe.
I'll look at you guys as like, do you want me to clean you all?
No.
Probably.
I jump on him.
Oh no.
And it's like suck up all the blood.
You suck up all the blood.
Oh, Lord.
For the record, this does not go against my oaths of physical affection.
I don't think anyone was worried about that. But okay.
I just imagine him floating like a ham in a jelly.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, I'll clean.
Oh, are you gonna go first, Kip? Now, just move through the whole party.
Dude, he's unconscious. He
Oh, that's
can't do
right.
anything. He's very...
Kip does not give a fuck right now.
Maybe we should consider healing Kip.
Nah, Kip will be fine.
I can't heal.
I can heal, but I used it up earlier because things kept trying to kill Kip. And Kip specifically, Crimson seems to really hate him for some reason.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I also intimately remember Russell being mauled by 6 rabbits.
That's why he's covered in rabbit. Yeah. That's why he's covered in rabbit blood. Oh no, I'm on like less than half health right now.
Mauled by rabbits.
Mauled by multiple rabbits.
Your party's probably the most hurt they've ever been, Minnie, and they're claiming it was by an army of bloodthirsty rabbits that multiplied.
I feel like this is going to take a pretty long time to heal. Like, we're going to be healing for a week. Do you guys have like magical healing?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
The gods provide.
Okay, it won't be a week then, right?
Yeah, the issue is you need to rest because Boing Boing can prepare 3 healing, level 1 healing spells, and Russell has healing, but it's per daily use, and he already used
3.
it in the fight itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys are good. It will take you like 1 to 2 long rests to heal to full health. But it's still, 1 to 2 long rests.
That shouldn't be as bad. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys just gotta do that. Take like 2 long rests, get to full health and full resources.
We should probably go
Sounds good
somewhere
to me.
safe. Or is this field like where we are?
Yeah, it feels where you are. You guys burnt down the forest, which is right here.
We also dug a trench for us to hide inside.
All right, and then where did you say Crimson was?
In here last time they scryed on him.
Yeah, that's why we didn't go back to town.
That's we're really far from safe town.
Yeah, we were thinking we just set up inside this trench overnight, and then we guard it. Unfortunately, all of us need to sleep, right? We don't have any elves here, do we?
You don't know.
All right, so we're all people who need sleep.
Yeah, unfortunately. I will say Lizran did see that Crimson was leaving the town, but he was temporarily posted there.
Probably not for the best for us to go, and Russell would gesture to himself like this.
Most likely correct, yes. You think he'd probably be safe in a day or two, but like he was there within 24 hours, so it's probably a bad idea now, but it's probably a safe town eventually, is my point.
All right, yeah. I mean, this is probably the safest we have. So
Okie dokie. So you guys take your first long rest. About 24 hours pass, and nothing really crazy is happening. And you're finishing up your. Oh, wait, sorry. No, I'm doing this the wrong way around. So you're finishing up your first long rest. Kip's awake now because Boing Boing casts healing spells on them. So all 6 of you are alive. And things, but still fairly depleted of resources. Because, like I said, you could burn through healing.
And we all regain a number of hit points equal to our level, right? No, it's equal to our number total hit die. Never mind, I'm forgetting.
Yeah. So it'd be so yeah, like I said, you guys are pretty well off in terms of the health department due to the fact you have healing spells and things, but very low on the resource department. And it's at this point you guys will hear do 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 do.
who's that alarm? I wake up.
The stone is vibrating in your pocket.
Someone pick up the phone or the stone.
What's the phone?
I had this dream.
It's one of the ancient draconic words for far away.
True.
Yeah.
Or is that Tella? I can't recall.
I think that's Tella. But yeah, so you will see the stone's doing something weird. Each of the little star icons on it, and I do mean each of them, is flashing one at a time rhythmically as it's making noise.
Can we make a check to
Call.
see what that means, or do we?
Yeah, any of you could probably make a. I would say, just honestly, like either like an investigation to put 2 and 2 together, or a knowledge arcana. Either one would function.
Okay. Well, I'm asleep.
Okie dokie. Lizran, you want to hit the knowledge arcana?
Sure. Crazy, be like, hey, can we do this? Sure. All right, someone else do it. You said it's knowledge arcana.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought you had way higher knowledge arcana than that.
Knowledge arcana? No, I just have 1 point in it.
Okay. No worries. I mean,
I put it all in spellcraft.
Oh, that makes more sense. Yep. Okay, so yeah, unfortunately, it's not identifying a spell; it's identifying a property. But so you can probably, honestly, with that, because context clues, probably figure it out. It's not an amazing art check. You think this is an all call, that all stones are being called simultaneously.
Do we pick it? I mean, if it's going to everyone, we could probably pick it up and not be noticed.
Should we let it go to voicemail?
I would assume that this is a message to everyone, not like everyone talking all at once.
I guess it depends on whether it's like a single sending stone or it's like a million sendings every like half second.
Personally, so Kip's very interested in the sense that he really wants to eat it.
Wait, this isn't direct communication, right? Like, it's not like a phone call. It's like a text message, right?
It's like a psychic text message.
Okay, then yeah, why wouldn't we accept it?
Because
I think it would
be.
I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say it's because one of us might text something stupid.
I will make sure that does not happen. Someone hold down Kip while I answer. And
No,
I
he
like,
wants to eat it.
and I take the stone, and I accept the message. I forget how you do that, but
You just do. It's pretty much, yeah, it's a willingness thing. It's just a rock, but it's a really magical rock that's connected to other rocks that lets you talk back and forth. Yeah, so you will hear doot doot, and it ends. And as it does, everyone will watch as like a weird kind of box appears around Lizran, but only for like a second. As the message is received, everyone can listen in on the message as it does come out verbally from the rock. But it appears to be a conversation where the group seems to be having immediate back-to-back telecommunications. So essentially, you're in the group text chat right now.
okay,
Each time,
should be easy then.
Each time
Someone
they
sent a
do
voice
so,
message to the group chat.
yeah, exactly. And so what happens is each time that it comes through, like the stone will project a small shadowy image of the person who is speaking. And then it will go to the next person. And so on and so forth. So at first you will see and it's hard to make out any real noticeable features about the person because it is just a complete silhouette and not actually it's like completely blacked out. It's just a silhouette and it's like just appearing on the rock itself through like the little star pattern on it. And you will hear, the first thing you'll hear as you pick up, you seem to have missed like maybe one or two messages but at this point, but you'll hear, "Aw, the puppy's dead." And then someone else will respond with, "It seems two of our members are gone already. Zargan isn't a complete loss, but the holder of the stone is a major inconvenience for our plans going forward." Then you will hear a voice that you immediately recognize as you see the silhouette of the man you had just caught the visage of, Lizran. As you'll hear Crimson's voice come through the stone of like, "I told you should have just let me kill them when I had the chance." And another one will then come through, being like, "You need to hold your bloodlust, Crimson. They are not ripe enough for harvest yet. An act of random violence is all this is. They have no capacity to truly harm or hinder our plans going forward. For now, continue working on what you've been working on." And then multiple of the people hang up, meaning it's much easier to now track as there's only a handful of people remaining in the conversation. But as the order to just continue plans as usual goes through, only a handful of people will stick around to argue. Crimson will then go, "I mean, I get that Zargan's not a huge loss. I mean, 12 doggies per year is hardly an army. But who's to say that they're not gonna go after Carlia or someone else? It's easier to stem them, and at this point, the loss of their artifacts means next to nothing." Then a new image will appear on the rock. This seems to be a relatively small creature with a very over the top cutesy voice, and will say, "I think you should let me make friends with them." It will be like, "I think we should be looking for replacements. And the whole time that we've been doing this, in all these decades, we've only really gotten one new member. Maybe it's time to branch out. Before the original person who was giving these orders out will come back and will say, "It is unnecessary at this point, for the holder of the stone is a major loss, and our numbers are down to 10. Our priority remains the same. Our only main threat is our counterparts within the Magus Ascendancy. We still require their badges to free our master. Each one of us maintains our position, this will still be done at a timely pace. The reason Zargan's loss is a major one is because the circus was able to give us information, as well as economic boons. He himself may have been weak, and he himself may not have been granting us an army, but his connections were of value. Regardless, even with these setbacks, our plan remains. Continue to grant patronage to those with artifacts to increase their growth. Gather the relics that we need to unlock the well. And then, it's as simple as that. We win. Crimson, if you're so worried about them, wait until they clear the next tower. Wait for their items to grow to a point where they are ripe for harvest, and then use your connections to the royals to put the crimes you claim they commit on their head and lynch them. But until they're in the capital, or until they've cleared, or until they've destroyed a well, or until they have destroyed another tower, I don't care about your vendetta. Now be a good kitty cat and go back to the capital. We still need to keep the king under reign. And Kalaya, finish up the new friend you've been working on. We'll send it to the 4th tower. And then the call will hang up. Toop, toop, toop. Leaving only one person who weirdly just hasn't said anything through the entirety of the conversation, but they don't leave the group call. One of the stars continue to blink.
Last guy in the group chat.
True. Last guy in the group chat.
Is that us?
Yeah, is that us or is that like other than us?
It's other than you. You can tell it doesn't show you when you're in the group chat.
Guys, I think
Gotcha.
we're cooked. I think they know we're in the group chat.
I would assume they know that we're in the group chat because
If they know
Crimson
we're in the group
already
chat,
told the
yeah.
duder that Sargon's dead, so it's kind of awkward that his phone
It's
answered.
only
Yeah, but they
Maybe
don't
we
know
should
we
get rid
have
of these
rock.
stones.
we need to
Or
get rid of
maybe
the
we should get rid
stone.
of the stone.
We should bury it somewhere. They can try. It's likely if it was made by Pisces that she can track it.
Yeah. That's what I'm,
I
that's
got
what I'm
it.
thinking.
I got it.
Yes,
He's gonna eat
Kip,
it.
He's gonna eat it. Give it to him. He's gonna eat it.
Kip.
No,
Then
but
we have
That
to.
doesn't mean that we're still being tracked.
If the stone's in you, then we have to bury you with the stone.
But
Yeah, true.
I'll eat it, and
But it doesn't.
it won't work no more.
See it
Okay,
anymore,
Kip.
therefore it doesn't exist.
If you
Yeah.
can't, out of sight, out of mind. If you don't see it, it's not real anymore.
Everyone
I'm
knows
learning
that.
so much about kobolds.
If it's not within sight, then we'll be okay, and they can't track us.
It explains so much about kobold society. Okay.
Wait, are you a
Honestly,
kobold?
that's surprising. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're a kobold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. You kind of looked like a lizard man or something, too. You know those like little small
We've
ones?
got 2 kobolds in the party. It's very simple.
There's another lizard-like person that looks more lizard than
kobolds?
me.
Yeah, you're like, huh?
There's another
Lizard-
lizard who looks more like a lizard than I do.
Yeah, lizardmen. No,
Mm.
lizardmen are big. They're like this, and he like lifts a hand over his head. They're like this tall.
Oh.
You see, they can unhinge their jaws. They can swallow you whole. That's what I read in this completely true bestiary.
I'll have to read that.
Yeah, see, it says here it was made based off of works of explorers who died exactly 500 years ago.
That sounds accurate.
Seems about right. Anyway, aside from the unusual number of draconic creatures in our party,
So
I
can
think
can I eat the rock?
can I roll sleight of hand to give Kip an actual rock?
Yeah, yes, easily. Yeah.
Why would you do that to me? What?
Easily. Kip, you're handed what you believe to be the sending stone.
It's a smooth river stone, flat, a little round, really the perfect rock.
Truth.
This is so sad. And Kip's an idiot and eats it and doesn't notice anything.
You
It
want
goes
Kip
into
to
his
eat a river
gizzard.
stone. Yeah.
You know,
I
play
didn't eat
your
a
character
rock.
taking an L.
Well, I've accepted it.
Isn't that gonna hurt on the way out?
Who knows?
What?
Kip
probably.
hasn't figured out those two are connected yet.
Kip doesn't understand that. He doesn't get that one yet.
Well, I mean, it's intriguing because there are actually real lizards in real life and real fish that they eat rocks and they just sit in their stomach lining or in their throat and they use that to break apart bones because they're actually not capable of digesting bones. And so over time, the rock will smooth out and like break as it continues to break bones and other harder objects like shells and things. And then it comes out smoothly eventually when it itself is broken down badly. So, shrug, I guess Kip's fine. Eventually?
Maybe he just does that.
Maybe he just does this. It's a smooth stone. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm sure it'll, like, if anything, maybe help him eat more rocks in the future.
Meanwhile, I think I have a trowel in my inventory. I'm going to dig a little hole and put Kip's and bury the sending stone there at the bottom of the trench.
You bury the thing at the bottom of the sending stone at the bottom of the trench. And you hear some muffled and then you hear nothing.
We may have forgotten to hang up, but that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's good that, like, I don't know. I assume it's good that we did get rid of it, because I assume the last guy was just waiting and counting how many people disconnected.
Probably.
So 2 things. 1, you guys can make checks retroactively on what was said, but each of you may only make 1 check. That way everyone in the group gets to do something. So, like, for example, this could be in deducing noticeable features about the silhouettes. This could be in, like, deciphering the kind of codes they're doing. Because, like, obviously, you guys didn't want to sit here and have me talk for 30 minutes as fucking 10 NPCs. So I kind of summarized best I could.
Okay.
Oh, no, go on. You're good.
I have some notes here about stuff we learned. I do hope I have a trowel in my inventory. One thing we learned. Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. No, my bad. I thought you were like, oh, I have some notes. And I was like, okay, yeah, you. Nah, you're good.
Well,
You're good.
One thing I learned is that. One thing we learned is Crimson is one. We've confirmed Crimson is working for the capital of Alabaster. Or for the King of Alabaster. In fact, it seems like through Crimson, the Zodiac Society is controlling the King of Alabaster, which is really bad, as the King of Alabaster is the most powerful military in this region of the world, possibly in the world, actually, given the given they won the last World War. Secondly, I was curious. I'm very curious about the other thing. They mentioned they had 2 losses. One was Zargant. What was the other thing they lost?
The Stoneholder. They reference them only as the Stoneholder and not by a true name. They seem to talk primarily in code. However, when emotional or otherwise loose-lipped, they will say names. Because, for example, they said Carlia's name, but that was initiated by Crimson being pissed at Carlia. But
All right,
yes, they claim to lose 2 people, and you guys know you only killed 1.
Yeah, so who killed the Stoneholder?
True.
It was my boys of the pond, you know. They're out there doing work.
Maybe. It could very well be the Knights of the Pond. They seem to have major inroads with the Drow and other military forces. So it could legitimately be the Knights of the Pond. They are comically powerful for some reason.
As he should be.
They are owned by a sapphire dragon. You did learn that like a couple sessions ago.
Oh, Russell didn't learn that at all. He just assumed they were comically.
Oh,
He
Kip
just
has
thought.
no idea either.
Yeah, we just thought they were comedically powerful frog people.
That's
Kip
really
just
fucking
fucks with the
funny.
fact that they like want to protect their pond. He's like, you want to protect water? So he's like, okay, I'm here for that.
I guess
Nice.
that's correct. I guess Minnie and Lizfran and Boing Boing knew they were owned by a sapphire dragon. It might explain why they're comedically powerful.
Damn, that's crazy.
They're comedically powerful because they're also owned by a dragon, by the way.
And then the third point is, I mean, Carlia is definitely. Can we agree Carlia is definitely some sort of strange, bardic, possibly gnomish creature that gets into your mind and charms you? Because I am always scared of the cutesy ones for some reason.
They said that Carlisle was, where's my notes for working on a friend to send to the 4th tower. That's what I'm intrigued on.
Oh, the 4th tower. Okay. They also refer to themselves as. They also were described as small.
Yeah.
In terms of their silhouette, and we're thinking
They're
about
smaller than Boing Boing in terms of their silhouette.
and wanted.
Smaller than Kip?
Comparable to Kip. Maybe
Okay.
a couple inches taller than Kip.
Cool. Well, anyways, Boing Boing, you got those spells to heal everyone?
I thought isn't everyone healed or is other people need more stuff?
If
Yeah, you guys
anyone's
can just take this, the 24 if you want. NSR. You're good.
don't worry, I can. If Boing Boing can't heal you, I can heal you. How many hit points are you missing?
Mini none, but it would be because Kip was on like negative HP, and Boing Boing could prepare 3 of the like lesser cures. I mean, like I said, a second long rest does it for you, and you'd have full spell slots because you could heal 3. If we average the dice rolls for sake of hand waving and saving game time, it would be 4 plus 1 for Boing Boing. 3 times, which is 15 hit points. Everyone would restore 3 hit points regardless, which means you would be capable of healing.
I think
Boing Boing didn't get hit, I don't think.
I got hit, but
don't.
it's like easily restable, like restable, like health to regain heal.
Did Draz lose any hit points?
Yes. He
Okay.
lost some, but it was like just barely double digit.
Okay. Well, just barely when we're on like 15 HP each. I guess I'm on 21.
That's true. So that means you guys would heal because 15 plus 15 plus 3, you would heal 33 hit points a day, and you guys are only missing like 40 total. So that means, like I said, a second long rest completely brings you up. That also gives you time for Crimson to likely clear out of this city, considering you just heard him get a
Okay.
order to
Do we
return
want to
your
let Crimson go, or do we want to try to jump him while we're only at half HP?
cap.
All in favor of jumping him right now, say aye. Okay,
No
one
thanks.
vote.
No.
All right, 2 votes in favor.
What? No. What?
Yeah, it's a 4-2 vote according to Russell for jumping him. So I think resting wins.
I think wrestling wins. Sadly, Russell's fanaticism does not win out.
Unfortunate, yeah.
I
does
say
not
we
yeah.
jump him. Meanwhile, Kip with a hand barely hanging on.
Yeah.
No, he's down, dude. He's down. But I thought, didn't you say at the end of last session that I got all my points back? So we're back and I'm alive.
I think
Yeah,
you
you're
just got
alive
enough
now,
to
yeah.
not be dead.
But
Oh no, you
like,
did, because you only have like
Then-
5 hit points.
I'm only
no,
at
you
8.
have- You have
I only
8
had
total
8.
hit points. So yeah, you'd wake up from the long rest by being at 2 HP because you were at -1. Therefore, because you got healing, it just wasn't enough to wake you up, so you were stable. Which means, yeah, you get up on 2 HP. Russell or Boing Boing comes over, touches you, and you're on full health. So technically,
Okay,
yes.
perfect. Okay.
But
So
okay, yeah. So you guys chill here for another 24 hours, doing whatever it is you guys want to do, and it's completely peaceful.
Meditating.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, it's completely peaceful at this point. There's no further interruptions, no stone, no
Listen.
lore drops, no fires.
The sendings, as they're meditating, Russell would say something that's finally occurred to him after having about a week or so for to think about it. That sending stone business got me thinking. Can Pisces see us through these artifacts? And he'll look at his sword.
But there aren't any eyes on my stick.
Are there any eyes on his stick?
No,
Good.
I don't think so.
We should check.
Technically, he can change the material to a certain degree based off of its passive ability. So I guess if he wanted there to be eyeballs, he could really think really hard about it and make it happen.
He can't.
no.
He can't think very hard about it.
For a second, I thought you meant that Pisces could do that, and I was thinking, oh no, imagine we're fighting her and she just turns our swords into butter.
No, well, that's what Kip can do to his.
Perfect.
Yeah, amazing. I can't wait for the final boss to just be fucking cartoon logic, turns the stick into a banana peel.
Wait, is this one of those things? Because Loki, I'll do that.
Can
Is
we
this
stat
foreshadowing? Are we foreshadowing right now?
Remember to gain the ability that there is a specific build to throw black holes.
That is true.
I could make it a black hole. Oh wait, it's so not the same level as it, but that's okay.
Yeah, no, I feel like he'd have to be epic levels to get that material at that point due to the nature of the passive ability.
I'm just imagining Kip
he'll get there.
He turns his staff into a black hole. Everything within 100-mile radius dies instantly.
Pretty much, yeah.
Just sucks all the air off the planet.
And the entire party is dead.
But yep, you guys are all healed up now. You're good. 24 hours go by peacefully and serenely. And let me re-randomize the weather for you guys. And
I'm wondering if we might want to send someone to scout ahead without their artifact in order to discover what is occurring. Ooh, it's windy. Do we know the direction of the prevailing wind?
Yes, it doesn't tell you for some fucking reason, but it tells me. It is going northeast, blowing to the northeast.
Oh, perfect. So we can northeastern wind. So we can approach the town upwind. Wait, is that from or towards? I forget. That's from.
That's from, yeah.
So we can approach the town from the south and we'll be downwind of it, so they can't smell us. Which is important because Crimson is a smell-based creature. He has a good sniffer.
Yeah, you guys have learned that he's a floppa. You do with this information as you want, I suppose.
We're taking the necessary precautions. So does anyone want to take a... By the way, when I draw on the board, can you guys see it?
Where are you drawing this?
Yes.
Yeah.
You have
Okay.
to finalize it, though, to do it. So, yeah, you can see it.
Can we take this route? So could we take this route to Floppa our way? Or not Floppa, but sneak our way into the town upwind.
Yeah, easily. That's what you guys chose to do.
Brilliant. I see no reason why we shouldn't. Second question, which of us are the sneakiest?
Me. Probably.
Liz, Ren, and Kip. Yeah.
Beautiful. Should we send the sneaky ones ahead to make sure we don't get ambushed?
Let me look how sneaky I am.
The problem is it is minus dex, which is still immaculate to me that you have that minus to dex, but then I guess it's really not that yeah, because aquatic kobolds I think have less good stat spread than normal kobolds.
My dex is negative too, so
I'm aware. Yeah.
Trying to do sneak around.
Yeah, sneak around.
Yeah,
Literally, I have like a plus 14 to hide. Will that work?
Yes.
Okay. Shit, say less.
You can just
I got
take 10
nothing
and
for
it's a
hide.
24 passive.
You said what now?
Brilliant. So
Fair enough. So
he said you could take 10
Okay.
on it.
yeah, you can take 10 on it, which means it'd be they would have to roll above a 24 to see you. And they'd have to
We
roll
just-
5 above a 24 to actually like immediately fully perceive you.
Yeah, because Russell right now he's thinking from what Lizran told him of the call, it sounded like Crimson was kind of spooked that we tried to burn him alive. So he might have left some soldiers behind in the town just in case we trailed him. Because we seem to have actually given him a scare. Apparently being burnt alive is, even for a terrifying warlord, is, a little bit uncomfortable.
Okay. Yeah. So Lizran, you go in and you scout ahead, and you immediately notice. You know what? We'll do the one thing when we actually have, because I just realized I kind of cunked you guys on accident. My B. We'll worry about that later though. So you quickly will go around, because once again, this is a situation where you could simply take 10 because there's no rush on time. You couldn't take 20 because that takes a substantially long time. But like you could take 10 and with your pretty decent spot, you're hitting like a 20 DC regularly. So you could easily scout ahead for the party. And you noticed two really, really weird things as you enter this town. One, there doesn't seem to be any children at all.
Oh,
As you're
paradise.
walking around the streets, you never hear like a baby's crying. You never see kids playing on the street. Like even in Oldwood, you would occasionally see like one or two. It is difficult out here, so they're not really like having an abundance of children because it's not an ideal location to raise them. But this one is close to an actual keep, which means this town should have realistic defenses and be better for raising children. However, you don't see any orphanages. Like, there's no buildings. You don't see any schools. There's no, like, schools. And you never hear a kid or see a kid. throughout your entirety of scouting it. And then secondarily, you never see a guard. There's not even like militia forces. Both of these ring as incredibly odd to you. However, the people seem relatively normal other than that. They're going about their day. You see the baker bringing bread out into the streets. They seem completely unfazed by both of the factors that you have seen, though it strikes you as incredibly odd as you return to your party.
Okay, so the town's a mimic.
What do you... Bro, I ain't even said nothing yet. You were just waiting for that response. So it was, there were no kids, even though it would be a very nice and quaint town to have kids. People seem unfazed by, what was it? Sorry, one more time.
They have no guards, despite being within like 20 kilometers of a keep, like a full-on actual military keep. There is absolutely no guards, not even militia. No alabaster guard, no militia, no city-state guard, no lords, soldiers, no nothing. Yet the town is acting as if like they're pretty close to the woods. They're equally as close to the keep as they are to the woods, and they're between two of the unnatural ponds that spawned, which means aberrant are a definitely thing you could encounter here. Plus, like, you know, yeah, so like there's no security whatsoever, yet they're going about their normal day as if absolutely nothing is wrong and nothing is weird.
Yeah, okay. That is very, very strange. So, yeah, no guards and no kids. And they just act like it's normal. Very, very strange.
And does any explanation jump out at you, Liz Brandon?
Maybe they're protected by some kind of spell? I don't know.
Perhaps. That's a good thing. That's a good thought.
Fuck, it's too late to check that, isn't it?
You could go back, but yeah, it's a bit.
The smoke is traveling traveling northeast, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking a place that's north and east of here,
The keep.
there's the keep. And also I'm looking at the I'm also thinking coming from the east is the smoke from that fire. It would be burnt out by now, but was there no reaction from these people seeing smoke on the horizon?
Yeah, none at all.
Strange. Huh. Now, Lizran, since you saw them first, I'll give you first. I suppose you should have first say in this, but do you think it's worth going to this town, or should we move around it and go straight to the try to go straight to the garrison?
I'm not sure, because like I said, like there's nothing inherently wrong with it.
There must be.
Weird. Yeah, like there's got to be something, but I didn't see anything weird.
Well, if there are no children, where are the people coming from? They're certainly not moving out here on their own. The attrition rate must be horrendous. Unless they're growing them in pods. Like the people eggs we saw under the lake.
Maybe? Kip. I feel like you're losing me here.
Remember, Kip, you saw the people eggs, right?
Yes.
No? Perfect. Kip backed me up on this.
Yes.
Amazing role play. You saw them, right? Right? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But that's what he would say, though. That's what he'd say.
It's true. That. It's true.
It's more just the way you said it.
I'm just imagining.
He would say that. He would say that. You'd say it exactly like that too.
I'm just imagining that's
You don't
I'm just
belong
imagining
in
that-
this world.
That's the best sequence. The One of those two men needed to make rent that month. Anyway,
What?
It's a meme because there's a famous voice acting line where one person puts their like whole fucking heart and soul into it, where they're like, "Evil monster, you don't deserve to be in this world." The other guy's like, "Evil monster."
It was Dracula and fucking I think Richter Belmont.
I
And
think so,
like,
yeah.
what is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. And it's like, you kill men and steal their souls.
one could not say the same of all religions.
Yeah, no, it's fucking. You should look it up after this session. But
It's so good.
So are y'all stopping in this town, or are you thinking it's too weird and you want to run to the garrison?
So Russell's first instinct is that he wants to go to the town and kill whatever evil thing is definitely hiding somewhere in here. But then on the other hand, there's a small rational part of himself saying maybe you shouldn't die.
No,
Right,
I mean,
don't
there
kill
is
yourself. You're so sexy.
You're so sexy.
You guys do know that the captain did mark on your map the 2 quests. There's weird green runes that appear nearby every night, supposedly, that they haven't been able to send soldiers to. There's also the monk who be punching people out, knocking their daylights out nearby.
Sounds like a skill issue to me.
That's true.
So, all right, party. A for maintain the red quest and the main quest and tracking Crimson. Because it occurs to me that if we don't continue this, we're going to lose track of him. B for side quests and maybe saving a village.
I guess also there is C of second B plot Knights of the Pond. Go to the pond / quest to get people to help you with the boss too.
Well, that's true, but weren't we heading to the Citadel to begin with, the garrison to begin with, to get supplies for the pond?
No.
No, you're going to try to get. They said if you beat any of these quests, they'd be able to send some guys with you. If you look at the little join faction alabaster thing, there is the 3 quests, and then there is a scaling reward where if you get the first one done, they will give you soldiers to help you with the fight, which means the the little Falu Gubs will be less of a problem. Then if you actually do enough 2 jobs, they'll pay you. They phrased it along the lines of they're sure citizens will be willing to reward your help, wink wink. And then you can get some recognition with the nobles and the faction overarchingly by completing all 3. But obviously these are all completely optional.
Okay, so our options are chase Crimson, don't let him down, try to kill this guy.
I
B,
think we're gonna have to kill this guy, Steven.
yeah. A, chase him down. B, help this village. C, go straight into the lake.
I know which one Kip picks.
I was about to say, Kip's going to the lake.
Okay, 1 vote for lake.
I'm going with Kip.
2 votes for lake.
Kip's already in the lake. He's so he's so ready.
Crimson one's just the month one, right? I don't really want to follow Crimson very much. I just
He is far more powerful than we are. I think so far only 1 or 2 of us actually care about fighting Crimson.
Yeah, maybe we can try to level up or something.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are the votes? So no votes to save this town?
Nope. Fuck
I don't know if
Nah.
there's even like anything to save. Is like the
You know, you guys didn't consider that these people moved here because there wasn't any kids because they don't like kids.
That's true.
No, we
That's
didn't.
still incredibly awkward, though. That's still a very strange thing for a city to be completely devoid of children.
It does
Not
make
really.
But
you
if
wonder where
everyone
all the people
doesn't
are
like
coming
kids,
from. Like, where
There's
are they
whole
coming
communities
from?
where you're not allowed to have kids. What are you talking about?
In
There's
the
just a city
middle,
because
what?
continents and stuff aren't as big.
But where are they coming from?
From the big cities where all the kids are because they want to get rid of they want to get away from the kids.
What big cities? We're in a 1,000 miles, thousands of square mile area with no cities.
Atlanta.
it's one big city, which is this one, the like little fortress town. But like, yeah, even still, yeah.
This is the hot new singles place from all the people from the
I forgot I was
garrison.
Well, there's hot
Oh
new
my
singles
God.
there. Hold on.
I was wondering why you were quiet.
What was your vote?
Yeah.
Well, anyways, I was voting. We might as well do the fight really fast. And then I was gonna be like, since everyone was like not talking anything about the thing, I was gonna be like, okay, well, I'll just ask a villager to be like, yo, where are all the kids?
Okay. Yeah. Not rip, bro. Okay. So
You're gonna run up to the town that we're like a distance from and go ask.
Oh wait, we're
not
not.
that far. No,
I
you're
thought we
pretty
were
close.
inside the town already.
That's
You're
what I
like
thought.
on the. You're on like.
We're on the
yeah,
edge
no,
of
you're,
town.
Like,
We sent
yeah,
someone
you're,
ahead.
like-
We sent someone ahead just in case there's something weird and magical going on in the town.
Oh,
Yeah, so you can easily just like go
You can
in.
just walk
I mean,
up.
like you're like probably 20 feet from the furthest building of town, but that's still as easily you can go up and be like, "Oh, hey, farmer."
What the was
Yep,
that
Who
noise?
is that?
that's
Oh,
what
Did
I
Frog
do.
just die? Oh, never mind. Frog had
Okay,
to
yeah,
step
Frog.
away apparently.
Okay, no, they're good. So okay, we're ball. Anyways, so you go up and ask, and it's quite odd initially. They look at you as though they're confused by the question that you asked as you go up to like this woman who's churning butter on the farm. You see like there are people who are prepping it. It's peak spring, so they're prepping their spring crops. God, that's hard to say. Sorry.
fuck.
Churning their butter, making like horseradish and other things like that, like actually beginning to prep as they tend to do in times like this for things like the summer and inevitably like holding up until winter and things of that nature. So they will look at this woman will look to you with clearly confusion on her face as she is churning the butter and be like, whatever do you mean?
Did you eat the children?
No, I'm just. Usually there's lots of kids in towns.
Did you eat the children?
So she'll continue to be like, I mean, we're under the Lord's protection, so we do get some children, but I mean, the birth rate is the same as here as it is everywhere else. They're not. It's not like they're overflowing. Despite the protections of the Lord, it's still a dangerous place to raise children.
How many children have you eaten in the past year?
Okay, I
Oh,
think you
God.
should stop talking.
You put up another, and she's like, she chooses to interpret this as like she
Hostility?
looks at you. No, she looks at you with a bit of confusion as well. She's like, you kid her, and she'll like do a little hand. She's like, well, I mean, I haven't had any children, nor had. I mean, maybe like 5 have been born this year. There's not many in the town, as I said. It's dangerous in this neck of the woods.
Can I do a knowledge local to see if that's like actually normal, or a knowledge? What knowledge would I be able to do?
Oh, that'd easily be local. That'd be like local, yeah.
Okay.
It could also be religious. A lot of people associate birth with religion.
That is also actually very fair, but that'd be more of like I think the local would be the starting point though, and then you could jump off of it with religion if you
Gods
wished
of
to.
fertility curse this village.
13.
Why don't you have someone do a religious and a local, and then they can
And
work together and fix something out better?
Sure, if you want to. I mean, that would be decent for Russell actively because he learned about the bull previously, which is the goddess of fertility, Herma. So, object. But, so yeah, go on. Actually, sure, why not? You've convinced me. Roll a religion check, Russell, while I explain Haida what he got. So, Haida, you think about this. Minnie thinks about this for a while with her knowledge of, like, local weird human customs. And it's not amazingly uncommon to hear like five kids being born in a year if it's like a down year, especially of a town of this size, because these are like towns that, like I said, are large enough to actually be put onto a map rather than like small hamlets or small like communities that are like two farms nestled together. You would pass those like and not really pay them much mind. But this is a fairly sizable town. That number's a little low, but there are always things like famine and drought and things that would make the conditions unideal. It's a little weird. Like, there's a chance it's legit with what you rolled, but like the conditions don't seem that bad, quite frankly. You look to the fields and they're abundant. There's numerous cattle. Like, as this woman seems to have been working churning butter all day. There's like a large supply of butter, an excess of food. Supposedly they're under the guard of like a keep. So her talking about all these dangers and things, if the town was under siege or even being raided, God forbid, soldiers, if they're on horseback, could get here with like in less than an hour if they like broke the horse's legs, as we consistently say.
Mm-hmm. I'll ask is which dangers are around here that are endangering you?
She stops for a while, like she stops churning the butter, holding the paddle, and she seems to think, and she will say, I mean, with the Lord's keep, there are dangers, but we are more protected than other towns would be. It's why we don't have need of a militia, because we have practice and trained soldiers under the Lord's guard. But there are still, the odd wolf, occasionally a fae or an aberrant will wander into the town. Nothing that cannot be handled by the Lord's guard, but still definitely concerning to any would-be mother or caregiver.
Yeah, okay. So, where are these aberrants coming from?
They're coming from the DM. Remember which direction is east. This way is east, I think. Yeah, east, west, north, south. Okay. I need to find a compass real quick. They're coming from the northeast.
Over here?
So I'm like, do you have a map?
Nope.
We do have a map, right?
You do.
We did buy a map.
What
yeah,
the
you guys
fuck?
individually don't. Yeah, you guys have one map, which I do believe is on, if I'm remembering correctly, Lizran or Russell. But yeah, you guys do.
Yeah, that's why we have this whole exploration map here.
Yeah, that's why we went from the Draz map to that one. I guess technically I have two maps. I was like hyping up, being like, yeah, no, you only gotta have one map, and I'm like, oh, wait a second. Technically, Draz does have the map he drew as well. Yeah. But you hand it over to her, and she will mark this region.
Ooh.
And and then she'll be like, yeah, and give you your map and go back to churning butter. Still clearly acting like a little bit suspicious and weird.
Okay. I look to the party. Is like, well, you guys happy with that, or do we need to do more?
I'm kind of tempted to set something on fire and see if they react, but in retrospect, maybe I should.
I mean,
Is
Well, they
that
don't
like
have
really
any
part of your
guards.
religion? Is that like? Are you okay?
I did.
Let
I
us
really want
be
to
okay with
set
lighting
something
something on fire.
fire.
speaking of which,
It is a command.
Are you a barbarian?
It is a command of the gods to burn the unclean.
are we in like
But
earshot
you
of these
don't know
people?
they're unclean.
The fire shall test them.
What-
Flame shall
Okay,
decide.
I think you need to be stopped.
But
Russell's just
are
going to
we
keep on reciting things as they put him out in the side.
If you
are
try
we in
and stop him,
earshot
I'm
of-
going to try and stop you from stopping him.
All right, guys. Boing Boing's trying to speak up.
I said, are we in earshot of these people? Because I don't.
Yes, you kind of unintentionally
um,
test your theory, Russell, as you and Draz are both led away with minor resistance. They don't seem to react at all to threats of hostility.
Guys,
Hmm.
can I like drag the goobers near me away from
Absolutely.
earshot? Guys, there's definitely a
You guys
fucking
walk
hag in
back.
that town, bro. There's definitely something weird there.
Oh, you're right.
It would explain
the
why there's no
hag-
children. Probably, I think. Don't they have a weird
Oh.
thing about kidnapping kids? I
Yeah,
don't know,
yeah.
man.
They eat kids or turn them into hags or something like that.
Yeah.
I
I
remember general religious things of essentially exactly that. Yeah, you wouldn't have enough context to be like, you know exactly what they do, but like, yeah, you've heard rumors that like they eat kids or they steal them away, or like it's a very fey thing to do.
they like kids in some weird, not nice way.
Hmm.
Exactly. Yeah.
So they what? Oh, so we didn't kill the hag when we burnt the forest down.
Yes.
Speak for yourself. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, they did say there was a coven of 3 hags. If you
There
guys
was
remember.
a coven. You're absolutely right. There is a
Yeah.
coven around here, the Cat's Caw, because they like
Mhm.
cats and also crows. Can I make a
Well-
spot check to see if there are any crows nearby?
Actually, yeah. Go on. That'd be yeah.
Go off, King.
Slay
No,
girl
you
boss.
got this.
Well, I bring it up because earlier, specifically, we talked about last session how there shouldn't be any birds around because of all the smoke from the fire,
Oh, wait, you
and
right.
also all the fighting.
So yeah, you will actually notice that there are. I mean, it's not a great roll. There is. I'm trying to think of like one thing I could give you that's a hint, but isn't good. You know what I'm saying? You find that there's a they find there's a distinct lack of scarecrows in the field, but find no evidence strongly dictating crows in the region beyond that point with the roll you did.
Well, if you guys want to look around, say yay or nay, I guess, right? Like instead of like, let's just do it if we want to.
Yeah, we've got a day. We've already come all this way. We've got the day. We might as well.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, what do you lot want to do? We'll go down in Discord order, keep it a bit more controlled. So what does Russell do?
Russell would like to go along the western edge of the village he's going to ask one of the other fighters to join him, or probably no, not one of the fighters, one of the smart party members to join him.
Kip got it.
I'll go with you.
Okay. Russell's
No,
fully
I'm not
willing to
smart.
accept that.
That's a horrible idea. Don't do that.
Sadly, Russell's not smart enough to know that you're not smart.
Draz is barely smart enough to know that he's not smart. He's like, no, guys, trust. He goes, yeah, he's like, nah. But So yeah, I mean Lizran. Yeah, I suppose that'd be Lizran, Minnie, or Boing Boings. I mean, which one of
Whoever
you
wants
wants
to
to
go.
tag with a Russell? Slash, you could all say
No.
nah,
So Brussels
but
just like doing what?
He
He's-
wants to go. He wants to patrol this perimeter or go around this perimeter of the village to see if he can find anything strange as he's going to the other side of it. Not actually going to the village itself, but looking for weird things on the edge.
Sure, I will accompany Russell so he does not go alone.
okay.
you
So
go.
that's those two taken care of. What does Kip do, Frog?
He wanted to go with them.
Kip wanted to go with the.
I wanted to go with them.
Do we get a 3-3 split?
I suppose sure. Kip tags along for the ride. Minnie, what would you like to do?
I'll go into the town and gather information.
Okay, sounds like a good plan. Lizran. Wait, sorry. Oh, wait, no, I was correct. Boing Boing's going with Russell. Okay, just threw myself for a hell of a loop. Narsh, what do you want Lizran to do to investigate this town?
To investigate this town. I mean, hags do a lot of magic shit, right? Wouldn't I mean, since we're in the town, I talked about it earlier. I'd like to see if there's some kind of fucking spell going on, because all we've done is talk with people.
I mean, they are
That's
known for.
yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but would we know that hags are known for making deals?
Oh yeah, you had a hag victim. You still have a hag victim with you in the Wolf woman, and so you would be aware they make deals and oftentimes weird magical items that other people cannot replicate. So you could make a spellcraft to attempt to search for such objects in the town if you wish.
Would like to do that then, since that's a high roll anyway. I'm gonna take a look around, see if there's any sort of weird magical doodads. Okay, so not great.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. I'll also hide it. Please roll the gather intel. I was looking at Foundry for a second.
Yay!
The Donka. Okay. So then lastly, we will go over what everyone gets when the top of the order. So Tantrillius, what do you wish for Draz to do?
I'm following Kip. I always follow Kip.
Okay, so
How are you still alive?
Whew.
What?
It's a
They've
good
only-
question.
To be fair, they've only known each other for like,
Ever.
you know, this is the craziest thing to think about. Forever for Kip, but Kip is like 2 years old because aquatic kobolds grow up in like 1 month. So like they've known each other forever from Kip's retrospective. But Draz had a life before Kip. And that's the craziest thing to me. Anyway, so you four go around the town. I will do that in a second. So Haida, we'll go back in the Discord order and do the big group last. With your 10 gather intel, this town does not feel right to you at all. It's really just fucking weird, man. You're going around and you're like talking to people and everyone seems eager to talk to you. And like you're not amazingly charismatic, but they act like you're like, for lack of a better term, like a 20 charisma bard who's like a local celebrity. They like are many people, like if you go to talk to them, they stop what they're doing like partially to give you their attention and talk to you. And they keep giving you weird information like the same that the woman did, where like it's just barely truthful enough that you don't feel lied to, but it's like weird. It's like,
Sense
yeah,
motive.
oh yeah, go on. Roll sense motive.
I'm amazing. Never mind. Okay.
And that's pretty good still. The weird thing is you believe that they believe what they are saying, but it's all a bunch of things of, as I was saying, it's like barely truthful enough that it isn't lying by a technicality, or like it's just really odd that all these things would be the same like circumstance. They say it's dangerous, but then they say they're under protection of the keep. They say they have an incredibly low birth rate, but have an excess of food, so on and so forth. Like they say things that are factually correct, but not under the circumstances accurate.
I kind of like talk to myself and like it's like, it's too bad I don't have the ability to detect magic.
True and real. Speaking of,
Yeah, I can detect magic. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, you do have that magical ability innately in your blood, yes. And in your class, actually. You can do it a lot per day. But you are going around the town, and you know what? You're finding a lot of weird shit, man. You are finding not a lot of strong magic, actually. It's weird to you because as you're going around, you're not finding a lot of objects, but there's definitely a handful of like weird trinkets and weird totems and like like a sort of dream catcher-esque device in like the window, and you'll be like, I just sense magic on it, and they're not very strong. But everything radiates just a tiny bit of magic across the whole town. There's no strong auras. There's no strong items. There's no nothing. But the whole town is affected by what seems to be countless tiny blips of minor magic. Like, we're talking like a second level or lower spell, but like across the town, cast many, 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 many times. Maybe even like a cantrip cast hundreds of times on like literally every single solitary thing in the town. People, animals, props, houses.
What's the school of magic?
All of them.
All
There's
of
a
them.
little bit of everything. Like I said, it's like there's hundreds of tiny, tiny, tiny nodes of weak, incredibly weak magic just flowing freely in the town. You'll see like some enchantment on people, but then you'll see a little bit of transmutation. Then you'll see like a tiny, tiny sparks of evocation, like coming from things like lamps. You'll see also things like illusion coming from like buildings, a little bit of necromancy coming from the field, just like a little bit like tiny wisp of every single school layered over top of each other like an interconnecting mesh over the entirety of the town.
You know, it'd be crazy.
What?
If this was due to the wild magic surge.
That would explain the effect we didn't hear about.
Yeah, I will say there was a mysterious. They got the one that says roll again at the beginning of each round for the next minute, and then they got 9 effects, and there was a mysterious 10th one. So. But yeah, for the sake of role playing, giving you two a little bit of a spotlight, Lizard and Minnie, you two meet up in the middle of the town, Kaz. You're kind of talking to yourselves and trying to discuss it. The other 4, well, I'll get to them after you get your little role play bit.
I'll kind of like say is like, oh yeah, it kind of seems really weird. Hey, Lizran?
Very weird. I genuinely don't know what's going on. I mean, we've got our theory of a hag, but weird just little blips of magic everywhere, and I don't know really what to make of it.
I mean, maybe it like. Can you tell how long it's been here?
DM, can I tell how long it's been here?
Yeah, go on and roll a spellcraft. I'm 90% sure that's what that is.
Okay.
Curiosity.
Are you
Oh, no.
fucking kidding me?
You know, man, I'm pretty sure the DC's for that's 15. So,
Are you fucking kidding me?
sorry, bro, I'm nice a lot, but yeah.
No, I totally get it. I'm like just
Damn.
on the cusp of it. I'm like, I lost it. I can't tell.
Maybe let's go shopping. Maybe
What?
some of these shopkeepers will, tell us something interesting. Like there's always those like weird shopkeepers who are like super cool and have like deep knowledge, and maybe they just like,
I have a feeling that we're probably just gonna get told the same stuff. But I mean, we can try. I wouldn't trust any items from here, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I think
two head
that's
into the
pretty much all I have. It's like I don't think in character I don't think I would know about, unless I was told about Magic Surge. But like I know like weird effects happen sometimes, but I don't actually know that's what that is, or
that's fair, because also I don't think the others know either. It's just like, wow, weird shit. Because I do dead ass think Russell has thought every magic surge that has occurred from the book has had a semi-logical explanation. Like, he's like, wow, Crimson must have retaliated against the scrying attempt and not, wow, Lizaran cast a spell that was too big for him and wild magic happened.
Yeah.
So I think that is quite fair. So we get to the group of 4 now. Kip, Draz, Boing Boing, and Russell, you make your way around the western side of the town. And, it doesn't get any less weird. You still have yet to find any kids. You still have yet to find any guards. And you've yet to find any, for lack of a better term, because like I said, I don't want to give too much information off of an 8, but like a DC 5 does give you a small amount of intel. So like what I'm gonna choose to say is even the concept of a guard isn't seeming to be real here. There's no scarecrows to guard the crops. There's no fence surrounding the fields.
Do we
So on and so forth.
as we're going around, do we find damage to the crops from animals? Holes from beavers, gophers, places where...
Not at all.
Interesting.
Like I said, there seems to be just an abundance everywhere, and Boing Boing could easily tell you this. This is probably Boing Boing actively using like the take 10 roll. Boing Boing, nature itself seems fairly undisturbed here. Like almost weirdly so. Like the crops are pristine. No sign of pestilence, no sign of animals, no sign of even weather damage.
That's not cool.
Also, the people seem abnormally healthy. You haven't really seen Boing Boing as well. Like, you've seen a couple of older people, but you haven't seen anyone who's like, 90 and on their deathbed sort of deal. You've seen a lot of people who are like fairly spry for their age, fairly like attractive looking, devoid of boils and sores and things of that nature.
How
Yo, is
very
this town
strange.
even real?
It might not be. It might very well not be.
I think there's actually a legitimate chance that this is just not real.
It's just an illusion. It's just a fake town. Everything's actually that is a good
Is
point.
this
Let
happening?
me touch something.
Like, are we talking about this? Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna go up and try and run through a wall and see what happens.
Kip wants to join. Kip
Wants
also
to
wants
join.
to-
Bash
Kip also
your
wants to try
fucking
running
head.
You two bash your heads into a wall, and yeah, no, it hurts. And oddly, neither you seem more hurt than the wood is. As both of you
Oh.
watch them run full force into the wood. They both like go, and you both take 1 point of damage. And it seems as though the wood is completely unharmed by this. I'll put you guys properly in the village, but completely unharmed by this.
Are you telling me their stupidity might have actually done something?
Yes, and
We
We
Russell.
discovered that it's magically reinforced.
It's very strange. Russell's going to produce a knife, and he's just going to
Stab drags with it.
He takes a knife. He moves close. He first of all examines to see if the house eats drags or something after he touched it. And when it doesn't, he's going to try to cut away a piece of the house's siding with the knife.
Okay.
Does it cut like normal wood?
You know, it does, except for there's one small thing that's a little bit weird to you, you know, just a small bit. It bleeds.
Interesting. So the town was a mimic.
So as you cut open the wood,
We gotta
it frays like normal wood would. However, you then pull back and you're like, oh damn, did I cut myself? And you realize like a abnormal amount of blood is pouring not from your hand, not from a wound, but from the house itself.
Interesting.
Genius.
Genius,
I don't think wood's supposed to bleed like that.
genius work, Kip, as always.
Thank you.
What
I'll
would
be here
we
next
do without
week.
you?
I
I'll be
never
here
would figure it out without you.
Week.
I'll be here next week.
I never would have figured it out.
Okay,
Dude,
but
honestly, nobody would have.
Honestly, nobody would.
is
Now-
that all you lot want to do?
Oh,
Well,
no.
I'm gonna ask.
I'm scared.
gonna
I
ask
don't want to
Boing-
be on. Oh, what's up?
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Boing Boing very politely while keeping my eyes on the house. Boing Boing.
What?
Please tell me, are there a species of house-shaped tree that bleeds?
Of course it would. Boing boing no.
What's
Gawd
this
is
roll
tree?
knowledge nature, I suppose.
While
Yeah.
backing away slowly.
Gosh, it's my knowledge nature. Okay. Do I know? I don't know. I'm so fucking stupid. Jesus Christ. I'm still.
Okay, yeah.
It's. I
Yeah,
still
you
don't want to
think
be on
about it.
this town.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's not normal either. Perhaps fire was the right option.
Okay, so was anyone else experiencing a shit ton of like lag and not being able to hear anyone?
No.
Was that just me?
Yeah, I think
Okay,
it
that
kind
was
of-
just me.
It,
Oh,
it
I'm
kind
sorry,
of
how much
went
ratio
silent for me
goes
too.
I mean, like,
Maybe
my
might be, like,
Discord
physics
like
server
closed
outages.
earlier, so I have no idea.
Let me
Well,
check the Discord outages real quick.
How
Oh my
much did you
gosh,
miss
It's gonna crash.
for the record?
I missed like the past 30 to 40 seconds. It was all
Okay,
just.
So did you hear the
That's all the
part where
important stuff.
did you hear the part where Russell asked Boing Boing if there's a species of house-shaped tree that bleeds?
No.
Okay.
Okay, well they asked that, and then Boing Boing rolled pretty mid.
And Boing Boing said, "Pretty, not sure." I
But
think.
they still
Yeah,
don't want to
Boing
be
Boing.
inside the. Yeah, okay, but weirdly, Discord claims it's not having issues right now, despite everyone having just had issues. So, shrug.
I don't
I can't be
know.
much help there. Apologies.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just not reported or not yet, or it's
Oh well.
just specific user stuff.
It's
I
okay.
don't know.
Hey, that might have
Yeah,
low-key been me, so...
I wouldn't have done it for 2 p.m. It probably is a specific region outage in that case. Odd. Whatevs.
The
We
internet's
ball.
been weird recently. Amazon Web Services went down the other day.
Yeah, that is true, actually. Crazy to think that a large portion of the internet is based off of some random guy in Nebraska, but that's aside the point. I suppose we ball. And hopefully there's not a problem, and if there is, text and we'll like pause for you. if you can.
Okay.
Obviously, if you can't, then like shrug. But if it gets like bad, we'll be like, okay, we call it quits early or something. But we'll see how it goes.
You know, it's good now. I think it was just for that one little hiccup.
Okay. That's good. I was worried it was going to be like a consistent thing, but okay. Yeah. So, is there anything you guys wish to immediately do on the outskirts of the town with this now?
Backpedal.
I'm running
Yeah,
out of the
okay.
town. I'm
Leave.
just assuming it's like one of those situations where it's gonna fucking grow legs and walk away or some shit. Like it's a
Well,
living town.
I would now like while this is going on, I'm going to toss the knife to Boing Boing and ask him to cut one of the plants, some of the crops, to see if they're real too. Because it could be this whole area is alive. It could be in the ground.
Yeah, I guess I do that. I don't super want to hurt the ground, but I guess I'll cut the grass with quotation marks.
You cut some of the grass and it cuts like normal grass. The ground cuts like normal ground.
And it
Okay.
doesn't bleed.
I want to take my axe
does not bleed.
and
I don't want to
Just
fight the ground.
run it through the wall.
Okay, I'm going to back away. Me and Boing Boing are going to back away from a distance while he does this.
Okay, so you will witness as you strike into the wall. It's a wall, you clearly hit it. And you will strike into it, and it cleaves it. The axe doing above average damage to a wooden structure as it cleaves. You also have cleave and sunder, so you just annihilate like a large portion of this wall, and
Good.
it reveals to you an internal nervous structure and a large amount of blood, as it will begin pouring out like a massive gash, and it just completely covers you. Like it has enough of a it has such a stockpile of blood that it comes out with a decent amount of force that it just splooshes all over you. And you look inside and there's veins and there's nerves and there's muscle, but there doesn't seem to be bone.
Oh my
Hit
god!
it again, guys.
I think I know what this is. That's crazy.
Again.
Hit it again.
Good thing we're
And
inside.
again.
Okay, I'm gonna swing again at the insides this time.
Okay. We'll pause there for you and go to the other two. Lizran and Minnie, you two walk into a shop.
Oh yeah, that's right. You walk to the shop,
right.
and is there?
There's an old man behind the counter, but once again, similarly to what Boing Boing noticed, you can tell this man's probably like late 60s, but he still has a bit of color to his hair, a bit of, life in his eyes and his cheeks. He looks pretty spry, no lack of muscles, no typical signs of aging, minimal wrinkles.
What kind of shop is this?
I squint a little bit, but
You
I'm
look
already eyeing them up.
You look around, and it appears to be an incredibly well-stocked general goods store. There are like a handful of blue healing potions, which are less effective than the red ones. Those are like your cure lesser wounds. There's a rope of all three kinds: the silken rope, the hempen rope. There are barrels full of mundane tools such as pickaxes and shovels. There's a large amount of travel rations on the wall. There's even a handful of small magic items.
I'll look to Liz Ryan. It's like, oh my god, look at this! Another tent! Now we can stop sharing tents. I'll grab a tent.
No, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Think for a second.
Okay.
Where the hell are we right now? Like, we're not really like all that near. We're not in a place where someone would be this well stocked just casually. Like this is a small village, right?
And you did say you detected magic on everything earlier, right?
Yeah, I specifically said I do not trust a single thing from here.
Okay.
This is something is up here. Because we like location wise, they shouldn't be having all of this. Like, where are they even getting
I have a great idea. Liz Ren. I'll whisper
Okay.
something to you, and then I send you a message of what I whispered to you.
You DMing it to be all right.
Okay, I sent it.
You know, I am pretty good at that. I think. Hold on.
Whoa. You're saying you sent a message that says make out with boys?
I mean, close enough.
I knew it. I knew that's what you guys were doing. You snuck off together.
My sleight of hand is only a +2. You know what? I'm still gonna go for it. I'm gonna try to.
Remember, you add your dex too.
Yeah. Yeah, the +2 is actually from Dex, I guess. Did I not put a point in it? Did I really not put a point in sleight of hand?
There's hide
Yeah,
and move silently. You could just probably do that.
That is also correct. I think there's also a 1 second.
Sleight of hand is something if you're trying to steal from steal
Like
out of someone's
pickpocketing.
pocket.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll like. You know,
I'll start talking to the villager guy.
and I will roll to hide.
Okay. Yeah. So here's the crazy thing. Even if you roll a nat 1, you succeed, Lizren. Immediately the same reaction occurs as what was previously occurred, Haida. He immediately looks you in the eyes and begins talking to you with that same kind of like weird backward logic, like if you ask him any questions, but he will go, yes, hello there, lovely young lady. What can I do you for today?
Oh, I was wondering where you get all of your ingredients, and you see the potions behind you. Where do you get that?
Meanwhile,
He
I'm gonna.
stops and processes for a second, and then he's like, "Oh, well, I mean, we get them mostly from the fields around here, and the woods, and occasional traveling adventurers, or the Lord's Keep, or caravans."
I'm
I see.
I'm gonna swipe. I don't even remember what all you said. There was just like a bunch of shit, right? Like just a bunch
Yeah.
of tools and I don't know. I guess I'll just grab like. Honestly, I think I'm most curious about the tools because again, where the hell did they get this kind of like selection from?
Yeah, you just grab how many do you want?
I mean, I probably just one to check it out.
Alright, you grab a pickaxe because you don't have one of those.
All right, you know, I don't have any faith that this is going to be a real pickaxe.
And
And I
then-
just like slink out the door, I guess.
Okay, you do so. Then Heidi, he'll go in and be like, would you like to purchase some of the potions?
I don't know if I could afford it. I'm so broke.
Oh, they are for a reasonable price, and let your DM do math real quick. Lesser wounds.
Keep this up for a
potion.
second. I gotta be right back.
Okay.
No.
It's so he will tell you the potion is of course it doesn't break into an even number. You know what? This adds to the fucking mood that I just ruined by saying that math is bad. He will tell you it is 16.5 gold pieces.
Ooh, yeah, that's a bit expensive. Like I was, I mean, maybe, but I put like a couple coppers as like, will that cover it?
Yes, and he will go. It's a pleasure doing business with you. He doesn't even count it. He just swipes the copper pieces, and you notice that they immediately go clink, 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 clink onto the ground as he hands you a Cure Light Wounds potion, caster level 1.
Whoa! I grab it and then like I book it out following Liz Ryan. It's like, oh my god, get out of here! What the fuck?
You run out easily.
I tell Liz Ryan, let's get out of here. And then I think I want to see as soon as we get out of the town to see if these are actually real or if like they just disappear.
Okay. You run outside of the town, and are you running to your party or are you running back to your cart? Because you guys did leave the chicken and the woman at the cart.
Well, I think we're going to the cart because I don't think we know where the party is.
That is a very valid point. You run back to the cart, and oddly, both of your items are still there. But you notice something very odd. They, as they leave town, they seem to be more depreciated. Like they're real, right? But they don't look as nice as they did in the town. Like the pickaxe has a very small amount of rust on it. Like it's still very clearly a usable pickaxe. But like there's a bit of dust on it and even like a cobweb indicating that it had sat in that shop for a long time. Whereas in the shop, everything had a lovely rosy smell and, you know, looked fresh and brand new and clean. And the potion is similar in nature, where it appears to be a real potion as far as you can tell. It appears to be what it is on the label, but like the glass is smudged and like the cork is pushed down just a bit too low, and it looks like it was handled with minimal care and possibly might even be like you know, still good, but it might have a limited effect due to like the age of it and like the poor mixture.
I'll tell Liz Ryan to be like, okay, look at use your magic detection thingy. Since we're out of town, maybe you could determine if it's better or not. Like, you know what I mean? Liz Ryan?
Yeah, I think he's still BRB. So we'll go back to the other party. Oh no, it's back. He's back. We're here. We ball then. Yeah. So I assume you want to hit the full rounds of detect magic.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. So Liz ran.
Okay.
Bro, now that you're not in the town, you look at the town, and it's a laser light show. It's like do 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 do. There's a bunch of tiny magics just flowing from the ground constantly, nonstop. And you look at you, and there's you and Minnie even have like some residual magic on you, but like a very small amount, the same as what you saw within the town. It's still consistently incredibly weak magic. You know, like comparable to a cantrip or at the absolute max a first level, maybe second level spell, but of all 8 schools. And it's just consistently radiating from the ground into the sky and back down again.
That's very strange.
Is it still all 8 magics on this one item?
Yes. So like the residual is still there, but it is kind of fading over time, and it kind of fades into things that make a bit more sense. Like on you and Lizran, there's residual enchantment and transmutation magic, as like the other ones will eventually fade. As the detect magic determines spells based off of the time of casting as they fade. And then similarly on the potion and the pickaxe, it's the same thing as previously, where the objects have a bit of transmutation and a bit of illusion on them. Like as the just overwhelming amount of the small interwoven magical particles fade, it goes to narrower and narrower scope.
Can I use a knowledge psionics to see if I know anything that does something similar to this?
Yeah, you may.
All right.
I gave him something for an 8, so once again, let me think for a second for what is minimally helpful, but still something.
I got a 2, by the way.
Yeah, and then you do have the plus, like, a lot, though, like 6. So it's like, what you will think about is you are aware of a handful of creatures that would be capable of doing something like this. Like, to be honest with you, there's enough magic items that give you infinite cantrips of singular cantrip that's honestly not even that sus. Psionics, it costs like 1 power point, and there are actively ways to expend your psionic focus to get 2 power points back.
Yeah.
Which means an infinite thing like that, it's not too crazy. That's like kind of comparable to what you think your party could deal with. But like, there are numerous things that set up traps because a decent amount of psionic creatures do feed off of like ambient energies of the mind. You think whatever is behind this likely is psionic in nature.
Oh, shit.
However, you don't have enough you don't have enough time to think about it. You're still freaked out from the village incident. You don't get much further than that, but you think whatever is doing this probably psionic, and maybe there's some secondary thing, but like,
Oh, okay.
that's what you get, from
I'll tell Liz Ryan. It's like, oh my god, I think this is like psionic energy that's happening. And I'll tell them all about like a little bit like about psionics and how it's kind of similar to arcane magic, and like sometimes they could do the same things as magic, but yeah.
So, I mean, but what does that mean then? If it's psionics?
Well, either it's someone it could be someone really powerful, or someone who's just continuously duplicating the effects like to infinity. Like of like maybe it's like prestidigitation or something. Or like, but they could just do it like over and over because it's such a low spell or power.
So,
I mean, you think that tracks actually, because same thing I told him. I would say with you'd have to roll to get more, but like you can agree with what they're saying because it's like you are also aware of a similar thing where like there are numerous magic items that like allow you, because technically in 3.5 cantrips are limited to the number you can cast, but there are a lot of items that say shit like you can cast light at will or prestidigitation infinite times a day, and stuff like that. There's enough class abilities and things like that where like it makes sense to you that is something someone could reasonably accomplish.
So what you're saying is, I mean, I guess that kind of tracks, because if we're doing the same spell over and over again repeatedly, that would track with all of the people in there seeming to say and do the exact same thing.
Right. And like, say if it was like, I'm pretty sure I've heard something very similar of like prestidigitation can make shoddy items or replicate things to like a degree, but you know what I mean?
I would like to. Can I appraise the pickaxe I stole to see if it's even like worth anything?
I'll say you can do that for free. It is worth less than market value due to the shoddy nature of its construction. However, it is still real. Like when you and Hyde examined it, it is shoddy work. There's like a bit of rust, a bit of like cobwebs connecting from its wood to its metallic pieces. From its wood to its metallic piece, and things like that. But it still is fundamentally a pickaxe, and you could probably get a good maybe year or two out of it before it would need repaired to a point where it's just not worth it and you'd have to replace it.
Okay.
Well, maybe let's wait for the other party members. Maybe they found something too.
Cut back to Drax attacking the house. So Drax, you stab into this inner parts of the house. Oh, like again, with your thundering might, it is just it's too much for this house to maintain. As you easily break into the internals of the house, as it like spills out, its guts falling to the ground, covering you, in this almost like acrid gunk. And there's now a hole from the outside of the house into the inside of the house. But a lot of blood and guts between you and this portal.
Portal.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. You said portal?
Portal is a fancy word for hole or entrance.
Oh, I was about to say we're going to the Nether, boys.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go.
But okay, there's a bunch of blood and guts. That's gross. What does Kip want to do? I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'm just wanting to smash stuff. So,
I think Kip also doesn't like seeing the inside of the house, so I think he's gonna like look away and just be like disgusted by it.
Does Kip know what houses are made of normally?
Well, he's been in like a few of them, and he definitely knows that this is wrong.
Okay.
wrong.
Wrong.
He understands that this is weird and that houses don't
Been in a
bleed.
couple.
I'm in a house or two in my day.
I'm a professional house enterer.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
What
Eventually,
about the other people? What do they want to do?
I mean, so I think Boing Boing specifically said he backed off from a distance, and Russell joined him in case the house suddenly bursts out tendrils or something and tries to bite him. Is anything reacting to the damage to the house? Are the people? Are the other houses? Are the animals? Is there any sort of?
You know the really fucked up part?
Mhm.
No. There's literally just a woman in a rocking chair in the house, rocking back and forth, paying absolutely no mind to what is happening around her, as you have cut open this house, and she's just rocking in the rocking chair, her arms wrapped close to like her stomach, holding nothing, as she's just continuing to rock.
Yo, should we go talk to that lady?
We can try.
Does she know that the house is real? Alive?
Probably.
I meant that word.
Real.
House
You
is
know that
real.
the house is real?
Well, we
Actually,
should
I don't
greatly
think the
comforted
house
by
is
that.
real, but like, I don't know if she knows the house isn't real. Or alive, whatever.
I mean, we can ask her.
Ma'am, are you aware your house is not made of house?
Ma'am, are you aware that your house may be alive?
Man, your shit's straight fucked up. I can't lie.
Dude, it's like, are we in Monster House right now?
This is like a gingerbread man living in a gingerbread house. Are you made of house or is the house made of you?
You made of house.
Why can't
Yeah,
it be both?
I mean, why do you go up and ask this woman? As you approach, she like looks at you and is like, "Oh, hello." She
Why don't we
Kip
sees
just
does
you.
ask
not.
her, why
Kip
is
does
your
not
house
want to go in
bleeding?
there.
Kip does not want to go.
Like I said,
You know what's
Draz,
bad?
you're in here alone. Yeah.
You know what's bad when Kip doesn't want to go in?
Draz is truly the bravest of us all.
The woman will look to you and be like, "Hi, what do you mean bleeding? Houses don't bleed."
Look at this hole I just made in your house. There's blood and guts and stuff everywhere, blood everywhere. I forgot the word for blood for a second, guys.
You can't just
That's
say that.
not
She's gonna
great.
get pissed. Her house is broken.
Kip yells from the doorway as she will go, "Oh, that's fine. I'll repair it. Just try not to cause any more damages."
How are you gonna repair it? We need to know this.
I'll hire the carpenter, obviously.
Who is the carpenter? May we meet this carpenter? What do they do to fix your house after it's been bleeding for hours?
Oh, I couldn't tell you. I'm not a carpenter, but I can mark his home on your map.
Yes, please.
Yo, why
So
is everyone we talk to NPCs?
Because they are.
you,
It's D&D. There's gonna be
No,
NPCs.
no. You know
No,
what I
no.
mean? They're like more
I know what you
NPC
mean.
than normal.
Yeah. You pull out your like hand-drawn map. She looks at it, notices nothing strange, and puts a dot in the general location on the continent where this town is and hands it back to you.
Thank you. Can you also point us in the right direction? I'm not very good at directions.
Oh, of course, honey. Do not worry. And she
Do not worry.
and she points over to your like northeast.
Points over northeast.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna start heading in that direction.
Okay. So what does the other three do? Do you wish to return to the mules? You wish to follow Draz? You wish to grab Minnie and Lizran, then follow Draz? You know, like what are you lot thinking here?
Okay, so which of us is fastest?
You.
Oh wait, that's me.
Yeah.
Wait,
You're a monk.
wait,
Yeah. If we had water, Kip would be the fastest, but
if we had water.
we could flood the
So-
town and then
Yo, can we flood the town?
I'm going to run back to. I'm going to leave the Yeah, I'm going to run back to where the girl and the carriage is to see if I can meet the other two there, so I can warn them about some of the stuff we found, because it seems like this is information we keep them up to date with. As incredibly dangerous as it is, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask Boing Boing to keep an eye on these two to make sure they don't walk into a house and get eaten.
Okay.
Okay.
Look, Boing Boing's just a little guy. I'm sure he'll be able to figure out a way out of it.
I'm surprised nothing has like happened yet, you know?
That's what's really concerning, because usually that's what's really concerning Russell, because he's certain this is like a giant mimic or something. But if it's a giant mimic's not just going to sit there and let you cut it open and not do anything.
Yeah.
So that means that there's something it's even more scared of than us.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So,
Maybe it's just not awake.
That's a
yeah.
scary thought. Yeah.
I too sleep through getting a hole caved through me.
What, you don't?
Yeah,
I'm
I
sure
could
Kip
see that
does, but
happening to Jester, honestly.
I think
fuck?
Kip is like a fish and has no pain receptors.
Fish have pain receptors.
Do they? I thought fish didn't feel pain.
No, fish
Depends
have
on the brand of speed.
the brand.
The brand?
The brand.
Brand of fish.
Well, I'm
You
pretty
guys
sure. Yeah,
using
fish
a lobster
feel,
when like you do the quick kill so they don't feel things.
Yeah.
I'm
Lobs-
pretty sure fish do feel it's insects that normally they don't have
It's-
receptors to pain.
It depends on animals. There are some very, very simple fish and very, very sophisticated fish.
Anyways, does he reach us or does Russell get eaten up?
It's really sad. Russell just disappears into the night, never to be seen again. Nah, he reaches
All
you.
right, hack roll new.
No, not that fucked up, but I'm messed up. Not that messed up though. You will quickly arrive at your friends. Yep. So
Yay.
Lizran and Minnie, you see only Russell return, and he looks out of breath, and he's covered in blood. His hands are just completely soaked.
Oh no, who did you kill now?
Yeah, my eyes light up. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
The houses are not made of house.
Oh.
The houses are made of people.
Oh, I went
What?
inside of it.
Okay, slow down. What are you?
So we weren't sure if the houses were real.
Okay.
So we cut a piece off of it.
Okay.
And then it bled.
It bled.
It bled. So Draz, of course, on the logic that if it bleeds, you can kill it, proceeded to hack it open with an axe and expose the what do you call those little white things that really hurt if they get touched? They hide inside your bones. Yeah, they're like
Bone marrow?
nerves. Yes, nerves. It had nerves.
Oh. Did you check inside? What was inside?
There was a little old lady on a rocking chair.
I was gonna say that I didn't think
the old lady was outside.
No, she was inside the house.
She was inside?
She was inside she was inside.
Oh shit. Okay.
I was gonna say I didn't think it was real because of the item I found and all the magic, but I would say that confirms it.
Wow.
What do we?
Well,
what do we do?
Well, that's a good question. That's exactly what Draz asked the old lady, and the old lady told him to go northeast.
Oh.
Northeast, like out of the town?
She just pointed northeast, and he went that way.
Oh, we should probably catch up then.
Yeah, I don't think we should have anyone alone right now, actually.
It's okay. He has Kip.
Yeah.
We need to get there now. We need to go now.
Didn't that Crimson Knight guy come here?
Yes.
Wait, that's fucked up.
He was in the forest. You're right. You're a genius. You're a genius, Minnie. He was in the forest too.
That's so true.
And the forest was where the hag was supposed to be. But if the hag is really here, maybe he followed the hag from the forest to here.
All right, let's go catch up anyways.
Yeah, we need to go catch up now.
We won.
We did it.
We won.
You did it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, question: do we go around the outside of the town? Do you follow Russell around the outside of the town, or do you just cut straight through it?
I just follow you.
Yeah, I just follow.
Okay, because Russell's going to lead them around the outside of the town because he's pretty sure if he walks into one of these buildings, he'll get eaten because he hasn't been inside one.
You know, fair enough. You guys make it your way around the town, and you eventually all catch up at, relatively speaking, the same time. And as you make it there, you're all meeting up, and it's crazy. There's no fucking carpenter here.
What the hell?
Yo, that lady lied to us. We should go back and beat her up.
Yeah, you just hit a kind of edge of, it's a bit more wooded than this map would otherwise dictate, you know what I'm saying? But it's still pretty light where you could probably travel with relative ease in this area. It's mostly what are they called? God, I feel so silly sometimes because I forget common words as I'm trying to describe more complex things. Brush, that's it. Jesus. Okay, there's a high amount of brush, but no real trees, if that makes sense. It's very much a lot of ferns, maybe a couple stinging nettle, small bushes and shrubs across this, the vast majority of this region, and it just leads out of town. There are a couple of buildings, but nothing that could be described as a carpenter.
Are there any It's either they lied to get us out of town, or we're just saying random things, like almost like
I know this
magic,
one.
like generated magic or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think they might.
But why would they? So like, let's just say if they were alive, why would they want us out?
Well, what was the question they asked? Was it what was the question? Was it I wasn't close enough to hear it. Something about a carpenter?
Draz,
Oh.
if you remember, you'd asked the lady, how is the carpenter going to fix your house when it's been bleeding for hours? And she said, I don't know, I'm not a carpenter, go to the northeast.
Yeah.
So
Maybe we're just not
Russell's
northeast enough.
Russell's gonna point northeast vaguely, and he's gonna look along his hand. Is it pointing towards the garrison town?
No, that's dead north.
Interesting.
Northeast is where on the map they marked that weird green runes appear every night.
Oh, wait. I know the trick here. He just says that and then trails off.
What? Yeah?
Yeah? Oh, well, she said, I'm not a carpenter. We thought it was, she's not a carpenter, comma, northeast. But instead she said, I'm not a carpenter, full stop, go northeast, as like a new thought. They're unrelated. And therefore not a lie. This is what the good folk do, isn't it?
Well, she said northeast and did not imply that was where the carpenter was, just to go there.
Yes.
The fact that Russell and Kip are talking about grammatic structure is... They're like, technically she didn't lie to you, actually, Draz.
That's where the 14-inch comes from.
Correct.
Exactly.
The 15-inch is locked in for a sec, and it's gone. Now it's gone. Now he's back to being stupid.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's like the good. I know this because this is what the good Saint Kevin of Xandria did when the knights were upon him, and they said, "Is Kevin close?" He said, "Yes, he is close. You should go on further."
Whoa, that's so religious of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next conversation.
Anyways,
let's go to this mystery place that they keep talking about.
Do we want to burn this village down first, just real quick?
Well, what if they're actually real and they're all like mesmerized? What if we end up killing a lot of people?
That's right. The houses are people. If we burn the houses down, we'll be burning the people houses.
Yeah, but like, if the people are real,
what the fuck are you talking about?
We have to unhouse the people.
We have to unpeople house.
Exactly.
What? Yeah.
Okay, let's do this mystery thing first.
Does that mean we just killed someone, by the way, then?
Or definitely, yeah.
Well, the house was still there, so they're not dead, probably.
They just have to go to the carpenter.
They have to go to the carpenter.
I somehow doubt the carpenter will be able to assist with that.
Well, I somehow doubt you're going to assist with us. So.
Should I lay on hands the house?
Should I lay on hands?
You know, that's an interesting thing. Do you want to quit? You're a monk. You could run there at like 5 times the speed and do it in one turn if you wanted to give 1 hit point to the house and see if that works.
I move as fast as a draft horse. I shall give a single hit point to the house to soothe the suffering soul.
Okay, so as you cast healing magic upon the house, it does actually begin to knit itself back shut.
What the fuck?
I've stopped the bleeding.
I don't like this.
But 1 hit point is not enough to fully heal the house, but some of its nerve endings restore, almost forming like a mesh over where the wound is, which seems to speed up its natural healing process. As you already see, some of its guts have begun to stretch back over the nerve slowly but surely. Also, let me get the map up real quick. First, let me drag you there, I guess. Like I said, this region is devoid of random encounters, so you just get there. And...
So do you think perhaps... How long do you think that village has been like that? It must be a while.
At least a day.
At least a day.
Maybe 2.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I keep forgetting that you are idiots.
That's
Go
not
on,
very
dude.
nice.
I have
Go
like a
on.
really good idea, but like it's I wouldn't know about this one specific type of thing. So it's just like it's too high level.
Int?
You know what? Yeah, I'll let you roll a raw int check. And if you get, because I'm curious to what you're going to say, so I'll be fair about it. If you get over a 16 on a raw int check, you can, okay. know, apparently.
All right, so I'm thinking I've heard about this type of structure that's fleshy, and it houses illithids or even like aberrants or and they make it out of humans or out of like living creatures, and it's basically like their base, and that could be the outside of like like the houses, but maybe there is a secret entrance into this base of fleshiness. That's what I'm thinking.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I see.
I
see.
believe you.
I don't know what I don't know what that is, but so you're saying there are these monsters that like to make fleshy layers.
Yeah.
So you're thinking the village might be a diversion to hide their fleshy layer.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Also,
And
you're
so
saying
like, let's just say if they were, like we were adventurers and we're like, oh, we want to stay somewheres, and then they would come in the night and steal us and suck us dry.
Ooh, perhaps.
Yeah, because like if there's like brain eater or like things that like like eat your soul, or and I just start
many great
spilling
and
off
mighty
psionic
kings have
bullshit.
perished horribly to succubi and such things.
Yeah, I don't think succubi would make fleshy things like this.
The fact that I want to say you're right, but I don't know for sure, and that worries me.
But that is my idea.
We should have dug up the ground around it, see if we could find anything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, we shall when we return.
Yeah, let's do this like mystery thing. Maybe it's like in correlation to this, but yeah, let's do this mystery thing really fast. Really quick like.
Yeah, real quick.
Let me fix the runic map.
So wait, I realized something else.
Grid size.
What if the runic thing is a trap?
Ooh. Yeah, because they were telling us, hey, go to this place and like there's ruins everywhere. Ooh.
Yes, it's a trap. So, but they don't know we know it's a trap. So what are we gonna do when they jump out at us?
That's a good idea. What do you guys think? Maybe we go back and look for this like secret entrance.
Maybe we should split up. That way, when they jump, oh wait, no. But if we split up, then when they jump at us, there won't be as many of us.
Yeah.
I think splitting up in this kind of area is not a great idea.
Do we want to trap the trappers? What if we took the bravest and stealthiest of us, while the others hide in a pit, hide in like what's it called? I've seen hunters use them. A pit. To jump out when they come out at the friend who's what's the word? Bait.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we could.
Which of us?
Agreed.
Well, let's check out these ruins and just like use our eyes to see what we see.
Okay.
If it looks like kind of messed up, maybe we'll just go back.
All right. Should we send the sneaky people ahead?
I look at sneaky people.
I look at the.
I can go. Yeah.
Perfect.
I can go.
I give him a hip hip hooray.
You have our
you got this,
faith.
Lizran.
Remember. Don't worry if they catch you. That just means we'll go to plan B, which is the bait plan.
I thought you were about to just like get stuck in a loop. Like remember, remember, remember,
And then
remember.
it fades.
Member.
Okay.
I for
Okay, ignore the fact Kip just
Kip
died.
just died.
Ignore the fact Kip just died. This map really fucked up on import. We don't talk about it. I fixed it 90% of. Why did Lizard just grow to the size of God in anime? Okay, he's back. We're good. We don't
Okay.
worry about
It was
it.
nice to be tall.
Yeah, you were tall for a second, homie. Okay, let me actually give you guys light across where it matters. Okay, boop 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 boop. And then let me grab one over here so that you have the proper light source. Everyone should now be able to see just fine. There you go. Every spot of the map it now has a light source. Like I said, I had real lighting for this map, but I'm expecting someone to come here at night. Secondarily, it fucked up on import, so neither of them worked. Anyways, you're here.
Nice.
Yay!
We look into the field.
Okay. So go on and roll a spot check for me, please.
Yay.
So we're sending. Where's the like most extended place we could stop before there's a chance of someone seeing us? Is it like where we are right now?
Yeah, because these fields are pretty small.
Okay, so we should probably send. Okay, just making sure. Do we
I
all roll
know
spot?
many. Yeah, you can all roll spot.
Oh, okay.
What is a spot?
It's your
It is
wisdom plus whatever ranks you have in it.
Wisdom. Oh. Damn.
Boing Boing sees all.
Look at this. Watch. Oops. That's
Oh.
not forward slash.
Damn, that's crazy.
Wow, man, that's amazing, dude. Okay.
Basically, it's an at 20. So let's just keep it that.
Shockingly, still not as good as Boing Boing. So Boing Boing looks out into the field, and they notice something a little odd. One sec, let me get my
Gerbils. Oh.
my little pencil here.
Prairie dogs?
What Boing Boing sees.
What Boing Boing sees. Why will it not let me? So smooth factory, freehand drawing uses smooth hand factors to okay. So if I do this, it should let me draw lines. Oh, this is the wrong color. Pretend these are green.
That's not green. That's not green. That's not green.
It's not green.
There is lines in some of the fields that almost look to be burnt there, like crop circles. In runic patterns that even are there during the day, but it's like just a clearing during the day because you're still here at like peak daytime, not nighttime, when they are supposedly able to glow. However, you do see clearings within these fields. I'm just gonna draw a circle for the other ones.
I'll whisper to Liz Ryan. It's like, hey, remember to do your sea magic-y thing.
Another detect magic. Yeah, another detect magic would probably be a good idea.
And I can do that a lot per day.
Yeah, I'll use my detect magic as I fucking. Hold on, I zoned out for a second. Did we? Is that fire? That's normally the color we've used for fire. What is that?
That's your DM forgot that the line color doesn't actually change the drawing color. It's the fill color that changes the drawing color. So that's an evil ass like pentagram-esque device carved into the forest. There seems to be runic holes, like holes where the runes supposedly glow at nighttime, but it's not nighttime. But even during the day, there are clearings within the field where runes glow.
Nice.
Okay.
Um,
Well, What do? There's strange holes and a pentagram. Do I see anything immediately upon using detect magic?
Yeah. Residual evocation. As if someone used a spell to burn runic symbols into the ground. So they themselves are not magical, at least not in nature. However, it seems as they were drawn by magical means for perhaps for some greater purpose, which is beyond what detect magic could indicate. It would be on the precipice of moderate and minor. So comparable in nature to perhaps a third level spell.
Spellcraft.
Thank you. I'll see if I can discern what kind of spell it is.
While Lizran is peeking his head out into the field, I'm going to go to the cart, get my ladder, and set it up against one of these trees so that we can get up into the tree without needing a climb roll. Because I have actually checking my inventory, and I did buy a ladder at the beginning of this.
That's a good point. Yeah, sure. Okay, one sec. I might have been wrong about the spell level. But go on and roll spellcraft regardless. You got 18.
Just like sweat building up on rain.
Yeah, it's like 1 second, guys. It may have been on the 3rd page and not the 3rd level section. Blinks. That's fine. You know what? It would be some sort of electrical spell, likely not created with verbal or schematic components. Meaning perhaps somebody used what you would know as a rod to achieve this effect.
So not done with any innate magical power, used with an item.
It was likely created by an item, yes. Some sort of electrical descriptor with no components would generally dictate that it is cast through an object that already had its material components paid for.
Interesting. So then we're probably not dealing with a mage then? We're probably dealing with... well, I don't know. I don't know what we're dealing with. Do I...
Maybe knowledge arcane might give you more answers?
Maybe not. Yeah, what is my knowledge arcane again? It is just a 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try. So I don't know shit.
You were really onto something, dude, when you were like, guys, it came from a rod. We're not dealing with a mage. They carved these symbols in, but I don't know their meaning. And then you're like, sorry guys, I'm out of it.
I got hit with the orb of stupidity.
I'll look at Kip and be like, you're like super magical, right? You could figure this out, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
What do you want me to do?
You use your magics to figure out what that does, right?
Use your magics.
Use my magics.
Yeah. You said you're like a wizard or something.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
Use a fireball.
Go on and roll your amazing knowledge arcana abilities, Kip. And
wait, you're not ready for this. You're not ready.
It is unfortunately the same as Lizran's. Yeah, it is in fact a D20 plus 2.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So,
You guys aren't ready for this. It's gonna be the best roll ever.
Oh my
Let's
god.
go! Wait, guys! No!
Kip moves up and pushes you aside, Lizran, and begins investigating these symbols. And you know what? you immediately determine, Kip. You start thinking about this, and you're like, this is about a mid-level electrical spell, perhaps a something along the lines of the DM's definitely not covering his tracks and saying that it had heightened meta magic to make it 3rd level. These were likely created by electrical loop spells that were minorly heightened or empowered via meta magic through the usage of a rod. And the symbols themselves do not mean anything magically. They seem to be in a language, as if marking something. This one is different than all of these. These ones are all the same, but this one is like very clearly some sort of symbol that you don't recognize. And these ones are likely something within this language. And this language is very odd to you, very alien in nature, due to the fact that it's a complete spiral. It is not written in typical language structures of left to right or right to left or up to down. It is written in a perfect spherical nature, almost like nerves being interconnected.
I do not
Nerds,
understand
okay.
Kip's knowledge base.
Well, okay. So Kip, he went over the circle. He ate some dirt. He had to sit there and think about it, and then he said all that shit.
He ate some dirt.
He said exactly everything that Rise just
Just
said.
completely
and
flabbergasted. I
Literally
almost
just
don't believe him.
everything.
While he's saying this, Kip is like,
He's
his
still got a
eyes are
handful of
crossed.
dirt.
True.
Is any
Oh god.
so? Are I think at this point, Russell's the only one trying to be stealthy. But does anyone want to join him in his tree hiding place?
I'll kind of just like hold the ladder, like, hey, what do you see?
That's a good question. Do I see anything better from up here?
You see a weird ass tree that looks really, really dead.
You
You also
mysterious tree.
You see that from a top-down view, it's almost perfect for viewing these symbols, almost like they're meant to be read from the sky.
Ah, I've discovered it. These are messages for the angels. They're written so that the heavens might view them.
What do they say? What are they trying to say?
I don't think that's right at all.
Can I make a knowledge religion check to guess at what they're saying? Based off nothing but the fact that they're spirals?
Sure, man. Sure. I guess.
I don't even. It doesn't even have to be what they are. It just has to be something they remind him of.
Yeah, no, you're looking at it, and honestly, you don't know, something brain related. Yeah, that's what you think.
Oh, I see. So these represent the humeric spirits which reside in the lower nodes of the cranial skull. They dens of blood, you see, foster the tiny gestalt, the nails, which hold the soul to the body. That's what
And he's
Russell
like
has.
nodding and is like, huh. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what do we do about it?
Well, we have to remove the nails, of course, so that the soul may be free.
Okay. Speak in non-religion to like so I know what you mean.
he Russell doesn't know what he means either, but
Okay.
He's quoting scripture to you, so as soon as you ask him to break it down to base speak, he starts considering deeply the implications of how to explain faith to a non-believer, and it gets complicated from there.
Basically, I'm saying we should dig him up and see if someone else puts him back.
Okay. I guess I'll go check it out. I'll just tank it. All right.
Okay. Is everyone else going to hide? Or is it just Russell?
Okay,
I'll go
so
with
yeah,
them.
you. I guess
Okay.
Draz climbs the tree.
Perfect.
Minute you go out and yeah, nothing happens. Like I said, they're not true. Like they are their message carved with magic. So you think that whoever's doing this is coming out and manually doing it. Like they're
Roll a
carving
3.
these messages with the electrical loop as the modality of doing it. However, like it's not like it casts electrical loop when it hits you or whatever. You just step in it and like you feel that it's singed. It's fresh enough.
I'll go to the next one to see what's up with that.
Okay, so you will go over to this one, and you've had enough at this point of investigating these symbols to probably make a reasonable inference onto what type of creature is able to, like, what type of creature's language or this is. So go on and roll me. Knowledge psionics is probably the best you got. So ball with that. Ball up top.
Oh,
Okay, 10 is okay. I mean, this is the thing. It wouldn't be enough on this one, but for sake of simplicity, you could easily just go to these two and then remake the check because you'd need new information to make the check. You get it from looking at these two. So we're gonna say the two together are gonna be
Okay.
enough. Because also I was looking up the skill. I got this cool thing, which is an explanation of pretty much every reference to how a skill can be used through all the books within reason. It's really cool. Unfortunately, it is 118 pages, so rip me.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so
So what do I gain from that?
you will learn. Let me check the language they naturally speak so I don't tell you incorrectly. I do believe that it is. So they speak through. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so you will notice that like this is this is like clearly some sort of aberrant alien language, almost like thought patterns being emblazoned upon. Like the nerve endings actually mean something. It's like they took a screenshot of their brain in simplistic terminology and just shot it onto the ground.
Oh shit. Do we have okay. Mega mind right here. All right. I go back to the party. And
Okay.
I tell the party this, and I ask the super magicians, do you guys have read magic or understand language or whatever the fuck? It's like a level 1 or level 2 spell that like lets you understand all language.
Every spell.
Yeah, technically he rolls high. He hasn't cast his one spell today. So, and then the tier 1 wild magics are like really nothing to note home about. So you could easily do that if no one else has a solution.
Comprehend languages.
Yeah.
Level 1.
All right.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have a way to do it, or am I going to use my spell for that?
I got nothing.
It's a sorcerer, cleric, or bard spell.
I'm all of those, so
You're a barbarian. You're not. You're a fighter. What am I talking about? I was gonna make the joke of a barbarian, but then I realized it falls flat when he's not either of those classes. But yeah, out of boing boing, do you have a solution or
I
not?
do have read magic. I can definitely try to
Ooh.
use that. Yeah.
Are you gonna do it, boing boing?
Sure.
do it.
Sure.
Better fucking
I'll
do
do it
it
right now.
So you start going over there, and boom, do. As I said previously, all three of these are the same, and all of them say fit for use. And this appears to just be a signet, a symbol marking who left the message. That each one of these are blazoned onto the ground with the same word, like the same message of fit for use.
Huh.
Could I like try to like interpret that? I have a feeling I know what it means, but I don't know if I can roll anything.
You know what? Yeah. Sense motive. I guess, yeah. I guess that's how you would determine what someone is thinking with a message that they sent.
Okay. Okay.
Holy shit.
I think I know.
Boing
Okay,
Boing's
you
rolls
think-
are insane right now.
I know Boing Boing popping off. It's also, if you look at the how unfortunate thing, it kind of deserved because they rolled like shit the last time they rolled. So you determine. You think the people are made of house. You think just maybe you start thinking about perhaps, the real people of the town perhaps were abducted by something that saw them as fit for use.
Aliens.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
for
So what do we do with that then? Do we go back to the village then? Or like do we investigate around here or do we destroy these symbols? Do we
If only we had a powerful mage who could cast dispel magic on the town.
because it's so Boing Boing's saying that these people were abducted, basically.
Mm-hmm. They were abducted and they were hidden away, perhaps in the form of houses, perhaps not. But the question is, where were they taken? By what means? Perhaps they were flown away, but perhaps it is like your theory to begin with, that town harbors a secret entrance to some insidious lair.
Right.
Regardless, if this is correct and if the people have already been taken, we cannot leave them to their fate. And if they have already been taken, well then the town would be of no harm. The creatures there pretending to be people are merely a pretense to keep up appearances. They would have no real teeth.
Maybe they're
Maybe.
underground.
Perhaps.
Yeah, exactly.
They could very well be underground. We should go back and dig up that village.
Yeah.
All right.
Shut up, Kip.
You guys are all in favor and go back then?
Judge fell asleep in the tree, so.
Sure.
Okay.
That's fair. I'm shocked, though, that nothing tried to ambush us.
Yeah, true.
If they were merely constructs trying to keep up appearances, why did they keep pointing us this way? It's so strange.
Maybe like you know how like you're sleeping and you're like in a dream? Maybe they were like thinking about this one place, right? And they sent us here to understand more.
Oh, perhaps the
Like they're lucid dreaming.
You're right. Perhaps they're No, he wouldn't know the word subconscious. Perhaps their thymotic soul was reaching out towards us.
Yeah, what you said.
Yes.
All right, let's go back.
For the record, Russell knows a lot of long words. He doesn't know what they mean.
I will say, probably before you go back, unless there's something you like really, really want to do there, roll me a. Because once again, oddly, the random babblings of Russell are oddly correct. So I'm thinking about this one logistically, and I would like someone to roll me a sense motive, which is directed into specifically into like them, like the people that would like what was just said. Like, did you try to put two and two together?
Oh my god.
Yes, their thematic souls have moved on.
I don't know what they.
The Castra
Okay.
Spiritu.
Sense motive.
Yeah.
You guys
go on.
better pop off.
Oh my god.
Is this like
Boing,
everyone
or
rolling?
Kip. Yes.
I'll
Wait, what am I
roll,
adding?
so if I could-
You're
What's your
adding
wisdom?
sense motive.
Sense motive, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
so
We finally
nothing.
have
Yay,
someone
boing
to
boing.
beat the DC.
That's got to be good, right?
Yeah, that's
Oh hell yeah.
okay, you're all very gun-ho about going back to the village. However, Boing Boing thinks about it and is like, wait though, if what you just said is true and they're in the state of a dream, that means they were last here. Because if they're thinking about like their last moments, or they're thinking about where you think they're still alive and being kept, and they're pointing you in that direction somewhat randomly, then wouldn't the location they pointed you to be where they are?
Hmm.
You guys can do what you wish. If you want to go back, you can, but I shall give you that hint.
Oh, that makes sense.
I run up to in the middle of the circle.
Mm-hmm.
Does anything happen?
Let me check what time of day it is. Are you like doing it very obvious? Like, are you jumping up and down and being like, "Hey, woo, wow"? Ooh,
Well,
are you being,
I
like,
see
obvious?
if anything happens once I step into it. First.
Nothing happens by you innately stepping into it, other than you have the feeling that you're being like watched.
Oh. What's the thing for whatever the fuck when you're being scryed on?
That is a will save, which you may then make, which you're not sure. I'll roll it exactly like a scry check, even though technically like a slight difference. I think that is actually a very fair shout. So that means you get a wisdom save. So they are literally looking at you. So that's -10, but you would also get a +10, so it cancels out. Yeah, you succeed on the save.
All right.
Meaning you do think you are actively being watched. However, they have now failed to locate your exact location.
Okay. I say activate, and I point my hands, kind of like as if I was like casting a spell at the
Okay.
big things.
All of you watch as plop, Minnie disappears. As a quick green light will appear. And then as the green light appears, electricity and reinscribes the mark onto the ground.
I knew it. I knew that the bait plan was a good one.
Hey guys, I think we're missing someone.
I'm still sleeping in the tree.
You guys could throw Draz into the circle. I mean, he's sleeping, you know.
Are they strong enough to lift me?
Yes. Kip
Russell
isn't.
specifically is.
Actually, Kip is. Kip,
No one else here is.
Kip is not strong enough to do that.
I think it's just Russell who can. We're okay. I have a plan. So I've got a 20-foot. I've got a is it 50 or 100-foot rope? I got a lot of rope.
Yeah.
What if
you have
I
like 100 left? You had 120 and used 20.
do I need to cut the rope to use it?
In the situation in which you tied one end to something and threw it downwards, yes. In this particular instance, no.
Fair enough. Anyway, can we tie one end to Draz and use him like a fishing line? So when it tries to suck him up, we'll find whatever hidden entrance there is and we can pull him out again.
Yeah, you could do that. That makes sense.
Smart.
We agree.
So they put the sleeping Draz into the portal, into the little thingy. You guys gather around the campfire.
I would recommend the others stand in the trees so they're less visible to the sky, to the evil sky gods.
The evil sky god. How far back are you standing? Like here?
I mean, Russell's going to be standing like just outside the circle, but he recommends everyone else stand in the trees just in case he needs to be like grabbed.
So go on and roll a will save. Oh no, never mind. You auto fail because you're asleep, and it'd be a straight roll, which means I think you'd be. That's mean though. So sure, go on and roll, but have like a -4, I think. To whatever your normal will save would be.
My will save is -4 instead of what it normally is.
Plus what it usually is. So that's a -5, isn't it? No,
My will right now is a +1.
And you have a -1 to wisdom, so yeah, that would be straight. So it's just a D.
I was 0 at wisdom because I have 11
so
wisdom.
never mind. So it'd be -3 then total. -3.
Oh, thank goodness! I almost put underscore instead of minus. Hey, it's not horrible.
You guys will watch as Draz, you feel like you're being watched, and then pop, he's gone.
Does the rope go with him?
How do I feel like I'm being watched? I'm sleeping.
You know when you're asleep and you have a like weird chill move up your body? That's how you feel like. And the rope is immediately frayed. You lose like
10 feet.
10 feet of rope as it is frayed, as it is pulled with him. And then as he is made gone, the lightning comes back down and reinscribes the symbol into the ground.
So so the rope didn't drag him with us.
No.
They must be too fast for us to see.
Yep. That's
Lizran, Boing Boing, Kip, you are 3 of the smart ones. You must tell me what just happened.
I don't know. They're gone forever now. I think
They're gone forever.
Don't call Kip smart. Also, I think gone forever.
All right. Who are we putting in next?
What?
He grabbed the other map real quick.
Are you telling me that we just saw this motherfucker disappear and you want to put more in?
Well, how else are we going to discover without experimentation? It's all about testing and discovery, of course.
I'll go next.
Yeah, let's send Kip next.
All right. Now we're going to need something stronger than rope to tie to him this time. Does anyone have a
dick? No, wait, I mean, I'm not there.
What did you just say?
What about a stick? What?
I'm calling your mother after that one.
No, call his dad.
Minnie has.
I'll call
Minnie's
one
having
of your
some.
parental figures, that's for sure.
Minnie's having some odd dreams right now, I guess. Anyway.
Okay.
Do that like help here?
Do we have anything heavier we can tie to Kip before we put him in? maybe we can weigh him down so he can't be picked up.
You could tie the donkey to him.
We could tie a donkey to him. Brilliant.
This seems no. That
Don't do that.
brilliant is not what I would call that.
What if it can't take two things at once, so it can only take one?
That's a good point. What if we
So
all
what
got in it together?
I'm sorry. I'm just reading.
What if it works like Star Trek and he fuses with the donkey?
I'm reading through all the spells and shit to see if there's anything, and then I see touch of idiocy.
Yeah.
Boom, moron.
Dude, how could you make Kip any more stupider? It'd be impossible.
I was thinking.
I'm just looking.
Okay, so other maps not. Uh-huh.
Can we see if it works with inanimate objects? Can I take, for example, some rocks and start throwing them in?
It doesn't. The rocks just they just stay there.
Interesting. I have another plan. What happens if we destroy the... Can we, like, start throwing rocks on top of the symbols to see if that affects anything?
I don't think we should be trying to break it right now.
It just cover it up, and this one, yeah, it doesn't seem much different, but it's covered in rocks now. So 1 second, I guess I'll just get rid of it temporarily.
Basically,
I don't... Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say Russell's basically just doing inane, stupid things as to test it out as this is going on.
Yeah, I don't think we should be. We have one person who just went through it, so I don't think that we should be trying. Or sorry, two. I don't think we should be trying to close. I think we should be trying to like break it right now. Coffee sounds so fucking nice right now. Actually,
maybe
I can't get any. Anyways,
Kip, were you going into the one thingamaboober BT dubs before he threw rocks in it?
Rock just went BRB.
Oh right, damn. Sure, yeah. What's
Are they being fucking taken?
Are we sacrificing them too?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, fuck it. At this point, why don't we just all go through it? I guess.
You kind of have to. I don't see them coming down.
Yeah, I mean,
so
we've already committed to this, so
why not, bro? Why not?
I don't know, if we die, we die. Clearly it'll accept stuff. So
seems to accept living things, yeah.
So fuck it, and I just take a step in.
Okay, you go into the nearest one, the one covered in rocks. They don't seem to want to use anymore. But you guys watch as Lizran.
Interesting. So by cover it in rock, and then he disappears.
Okay.
I think he said he was throwing Kip in there. So.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't believe we're living in a world where Kip where he missed Kip so much he had to go through after him. Those two really are the best friends.
That's true. So true. Are you two going in the portal?
I'm gonna blow someone up.
Oh god.
Ida,
okay,
let me
I guess
DM you what you see.
I do go through.
Okay.
But before I do go through, I do put on that signet Ringo, that guideline, bit pack. Like Rose, should probably. I just look towards Russell. Yeah, you should probably like enter after me. You know.
I'm going to wait for Check's watch. I shall wait for a moment to see if anything sneaks up on us while we're here. But if nothing happens out here, I'll follow after you.
Okay.
I shall quickly make sure the cart and donkeys and girl are secure before I come back, and give it a minute to see if anything sneaks up while they're all through the portal.
Okay, yeah. Boing Boing disappears, and then you wait for a while, and nothing comes around.
Well, then I'll follow.
You go into this one to be different and cool. So you guys all will appear in 1 second. I'll send in the group. I'll just actually drag it into the viewer here so chat can see too. And then I will go to the next location. That's the craft menu. Where is it? It is not rest party. I always forget where the show people thing is. It's not drawing tool. It is show image. There we go. Okay. Copy image. Paste image. Show everyone. You guys see a bunch of these guys. You're all in a fleshy room. And there's a bunch of what looks to be stereotypical gray aliens, but they're particularly tall. They are relatively featureless with large eyes and elongated limbs and semi-exposed craniums. As their bodies are heavily emaciated and their skin is almost mirror-like, despite being incredibly thin, but it almost seems to move of its own accord as each cell has its own individual muscles and nerves, knitting them together. And you're all in a fleshy. One moment. A somewhat fleshy. We've all played Baldur's Gate. You're in a structure similar in nature to a nautiloid.
I fucking knew it.
Wait, that's the guy that said weird things to me.
Oh.
Kip will say this. As you guys are, they don't seem to be taking hostile action. As of right now, they seem to be examining you. And then Kip will point at the guy and like, that's the weird guy.
That's the weird guy.
Kip, I really need you to be a little bit closer to these people. Yeah.
Does Kip have a sense of self-preservation?
Actually, for the funny, I'm going to use the actual nautiloid map from Baldur's Gate because the other one didn't load correctly.
Yo, let's go.
So here we go, guys. 1 second. Save image as. Boom. Nautiloid. Create scene. But yeah, you guys are in a strange ship, and these guys are all. I misspelled it, despite looking right at it. That's really sad. Okay, path file. Grid. This should be fine. Of course, it's all small again. Okay, guys, 1 second. I'll drag your characters out. Ignore that it's tiny for a second. We're gonna fix that.
Okay.
Do.
That's what she said.
Do. Yeah, it's not. So
That's
true,
horrible.
bestie. So true.
That's what you never want to hear.
Yeah, that's that one's rough, but
that's what Minnie said.
Oh god.
Okay, this is a wee bit more accurate. Squares are going to be bigger here than they typically are. 1 second, let me fully do this. This should make this more accurate. There we go. So with that, so inch square will be 10 feet to show this is a very large ship. Then I'll drag your characters to a correct location. So,
So I look around really quickly. What do I see?
It is very dark. I will give you light so that you can see on stream, but it is dark and you are in an observation tank. All of you appear to be inside of some sort of. It's not like crazy. It's like a small glass structure that is likely fairly easily broken, should that be what you intend to do. And there are currently like 4 of these doppelgangers all looking in at you. And then one of them in particular will look to Kip, kind of give like a snarl, and look to Boing Boing. And they will put their hand on the door, and weird nerves will reach out and inject themselves in, almost like a syringe, into his wrist. And then it listens to his command, and the glass just slides away into the flesh, freeing all of you. And he will approach, and he'll be like, "So you've returned to the circle. Sooner than I expected, too." Clearly looking to Boing Boing.
Huh? Boing boing?
Boing boing.
Um.
You know these things?
Oh, so this is what
Yeah.
Snurfoblins are.
Would you care
No,
to maybe elaborate at all?
I may have. It's very difficult to. Well, I guess it's not really difficult. Yeah, I'm not. I am not a Snurf Niblin, guys.
What the fuck?
Pardon? Oh, what the
Excuse
fuck? What kind of response is that? Oh, come on!
You know, that was like 100% I'm it's like I'm pregnant. Ooh, I didn't want to tell you guys.
You doodles. Oh yeah.
I'm like, so are we friends with these guys? Are we in okay terms? Like,
they look to the 3 of them seem to be standing back, allowing this one. And you'll notice that this one is slightly larger, and but they all kind of look the same, give or take. As it will look to you, Boing Boing, somewhat like accusatively, and it'll be like, "Well, are we? Last I checked, you now owe us 2 debts."
Debts?
Well, I
Saying
mean,
weird things to me. My head.
You're
the
lucky
acts
to
of the
be
Kip
alive.
thing.
For one who willingly tainted themselves with the enemy. And if you were traveling with anyone else, I would have allowed you to deal with the hag and lose your soul.
Is there something important about who Boing Boing is traveling with?
It is the fact that you are traveling with one of our brethren, and that your thing, it points to Kip, still breathes. It willingly embraced the touch of an elder evil, one of our grandest enemies.
Guys, I don't remember when that happened.
I smack
The word.
Kip. It's like, you dummy. He
Kip, did you
eats
doom the
things for
world?
fun. That's why.
He eats
That-
things for fun.
But very much so. Well, so be it. Follow, I suppose. And he will, since we're not really in combat, this is more of just a mood setting thing for right now. He will walk, and the 3 other creatures will follow behind him as he gestures for you to follow.
Okay, so we were just in like a giant pool of ooze or something, right?
You're just in like a observation cell, so you're like surrounded by glass and stuff. But
Oh,
he's free to go
cell.
to
I
glass.
thought you said pod. I thought we were like in a pod of goo or something. Okay, that's better for us.
I mean, close enough.
Yeah, close
Well-
enough. Honestly, you're in a giant skin device.
I was just wondering if we were just going to like have to slip and slide down this way.
So do you guys follow? Do you give like a cautious trail? Do you
I mean,
do you need
I've listened to what Boing Boing has to say, because if they're not friends with Boing Boing,
They
Yeah,
are
so you
or if
guys,
Boing Boing
guys-
isn't friends with them, then you know,
I just gestured
I
to
think
you
this is
guys
a Boing Boing thing.
to like
Did
follow with him.
well,
Yeah,
they did
they-
say they were enemies of this. They did say they were enemies of evil. The something old evils or elder evils or something,
Yeah,
and that would make them good, right?
Not
you'd hope
necessarily.
so.
Yeah,
Can I use a knowledge psionics to
Russell
figure
believes they're
out
good.
where doppelgangers are between like these ancient evils? Like, are they like typically like known for being on like some kind of top secret mission to kill all of them, or like
Yeah, go on.
what can I get out of that?
Yeah, no, psionics would be exactly what you need. These are weird psionic beings from another place. So it'd be either knowledge planes or knowledge psionics. Most likely knowledge. There you go. So
19.
you actually know quite a bit. These aren't typical. You realize the signet ring on Boing Boing's finger. They were saying circle in a sarcastic way. As you see, the signet ring has the same mark as the crop circle that was like marking who sent the message. And it is the mark of what is known as the Shrikali Empire, which is a group of aberrations that have banded together. So this would include things like the Dunwich, the My World equivalent of Mind Flayers, doppelgangers, and other alien entities. And they do in fact hate elder evils. They also hate gods. They also their alignment is kind of all over the place because there is an alignment of alien nature. They are not following the typical rules that human society would set out and about. They have the capacity to be good and helpful on a wider scale. For example, they oftentimes are when dealing with ancient creatures and other aberrations, as aberrations doesn't equate to friends, generally speaking. Like, they make alliances out of necessity because humans hate aberrations, and then secondarily, aberrations hate aberrations.
Interesting.
So,
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. They're helpful if you want to help the Knights of the Pond in dealing more permanently with the situation before you and dealing with, like, the Star Spawn. But they're probably not going to be good people.
As long as you don't tell Russell any of this, he's fine with them.
You have the feeling about that, yeah. So you will... So, Boy, it's up to you at this point. Do you follow your friends, air quotes?
Well, I mean, yeah. I just gestured to like the rest of the party, like, guys, please follow.
Okay, we're we're gonna have a long talk about this later, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I always knew gnomes weren't real.
I always knew. What is that at the?
I feel like you're taking away the wrong thing here, but go off.
Okay. And we have like 15 minutes, so sure, a little bit more roleplay than we end session. This you will be followed and you will be led back all the way around the ship. And like I said, this is more just mood setting for since we're not in real combat. If you had fought, we would have actually been like, okay, here's fighty time. But you are led back to one of the tail wings. And weirdly, this place is set up almost like a mini fortress or a mini village. Like it is very large in scale compared to what you were expecting. Each one of these things have weird fleshy growths that function as mundane things. So like light is literally just methane being like extracted from the walls and ignited to make like perpetual like flame bursts that function as light sources. Each of the doors open like, you know, I'm gonna say the funny word, the sphincters from Baldur's Gate 3, essentially. Each one is activated by a nerve panel, where the creature will put it in, and a like stinging nerve will inject into their wrist, and they will then use to open things. And as you're led into this room, to some of your surprise, you see the villagers, and they're just doing normal village things here. They are like the same shopkeeper you saw previously, who's like all robotic and not real, is manning like a weird flesh booth, and still just running a general store.
What the hell?
And they seem to have been abducted and integrated into the society. Whether that was willing or unwilling is, as of now, debatable. But the people you saw around the location, some of them appear to be in this wing as they lead you to a somewhat market-like location before opening a side door and taking you into what appears to be a hastily constructed shrine made out of weird bits of skin and magical items you don't quite understand, put together in a makeshift effigy. And the creature will then, the other three will stand outside as you are all gestured inside, and the door closes behind you, and it will look to Boing Boing, and it'll say, "So, brother, is this your return to the fold? Where does your loyalties lie?"
I mean, I have to just rejoin my guys. I don't know. I still need to help out with the debt stuff. Fortunately,
The fold, brother. Never mind. I'll keep quiet for now.
yeah, it's all right. Explain it later. Gosh.
He
Well,
looks to
can I
you.
speak up?
You can, yes.
Is there a way for us to help? Like, I don't know. I'm getting the feeling because you said there's the elder evils, and we're already destroying these pawn guys, right? And is this a part of like a mission that you guys are working on as well? Like,
Yes. You can have a diplomacy, and I would give you a +6, but Due to Boing Boing's hesitancy, I'm giving you only a +4 circumstantial bonus instead.
Okay.
To set this this is for the purposes of setting this creature's innate relation to you, BT dubs.
Good thing I'm really good at diplomacy.
So +4 circumstantial is 8. He's a little rude to you, but he is receptive in nature. He is
Excuse me.
You're good. Gazoon tight. While he is somewhat dismissive towards you, he goes, "Fine. I suppose the later
Oh God!
I suppose if I'm going to allow you free reign of the ship, I should be forthcoming with information, more so than your friend here. We are the Shikali. We are survivors from a place I doubt you'd understand. Long ago, in a time before any of your races were concepts on this planet, before the first great war of the gods, we were the leaders of what remained out in the stars. The gods failed first drafts. We were most perfect. We had limbs, not a guarantee among those in the stars, mind you. We had eyes. We had the ability to self-replicate and to think. While they were playing with the tools of creation. We were their first draft, their first children who were thrown to the wayside. With nowhere else to go, we were forced to align with those long forgotten. And now, the first of our alliance is the one who holds our warship. The one whose mission we continue. Those evils that we speak of, many live in the stars, some live on this backwards planet. They come from different sources, each of their own. But the one you seek, the one who has touched your thing, it points to Kip once again.
Calling
is
Kip
it-
a thing is so funny.
Is indestructible.
What?
It is incapable of death. It was made before that concept existed. But it is weak. It by nature is a leech. A leech that bears the name Zero in our tongue. Its name. Let me pull my nose. It is. Its name is. I'm not good at Latin. 1 second.
Give it
Is
here, I'll
this
give it a read.
Nulis.
Oh, Nulis.
Yeah, the creature you seek bears the name. Thank you. Nulis. It is indestructible, frozen away in the icebergs, and so it claimed a host, a champion, to bring about its rebirth. While it is weak, it is undefeatable. Its plan, its war with its dragon, has always been the same. Attrition. Most things wither with time. It ensures that its own kin do not. It sinks them to the bottoms of the oceans. It bears its origin to our most ancient and hated enemy. The one that chased our precursors away from the stars and forced us to burn the resources on our own spheres. And forced us to take refuge on this one, where we are equally reviled as our enemies.
I see. Can I get a sense motive on Boing Boing to see if like if like Boing Boing is okay with this group or like
I mean, you can tell without even rolling that they're nervous, but you can hit a sense motive to determine more if you would like. It's pretty good. So yeah, Boing Boing, how are you feeling right now? What is your general opinion on your brethren, the Empire?
It's not like a hate, nor is it like a love. He's kind of like really nervous because he's like, dude, I really didn't expect to like to have to do this today and talk to these guys after a while. So
Is this?
yeah.
No, I was gonna ask, is this like you were called into the principal's office type of awkward, or you saw your like old cousin you haven't seen in a long time type of awkward?
I mean, technically both, honestly, because he's just like, oh god, it's been a while. Plus, he's just like, dude, why do we have to get transported into one of the ships?
I'll ask Boing Boing is like, did you know that this was going to happen? Like did you know that about that symbol? You just didn't tell us?
Yeah, I should have said something, but it's kind of very, it's going to be difficult to explain how I know an ancient alien symbol, and the fact that it's on my ring, without kind of outing myself as one of them. So, I mean, I didn't really want to get all muddled up into this, really drag you guys into it, but, the whole worm thing happened, and there's not really much I can do with that.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It like don't you think like telling us something would have been better, or like what if like they attacked us, or they really weren't friends? What if this place was taken over by the enemy? Or there'd be like lots of scenarios, but like, knowing that something could happen could help us.
Yeah, it's true. Wing Wing just looks super sad. He just looks really guilty about stuff. He's just like, oh, I mean, I know I should have done that. It's just, ugh.
I'll look at the shape changer or the doppelganger and ask. I'm pretty sure I was a creation of these evil creatures. They experimented on me. And now I'm this. I have no idea where I came from.
It will move its fingers to its face, and it will hold it over its head and move it across its body as its flesh morphs, almost like each individual pigment, almost like how a cuttlefish morphs, moving and reshaping until it looks like a weird semi-humanoid creature, but it's the most uncanny valley you've seen. It had like its face is almost like a mask, almost like a FNAF mask, where like there's individual joints that move each individual part instead of instead of actual like just moving with muscle, and it's just a plain plastered mask. And its body is exposed muscle fibers, and it'll be like a creature like this, and it moves its hand back up and it shifts to like a green almost like what almost looks like a baby Cthulhu creature with two black eyes, and just a shiny bald head with two worthless vestigial wings on its back, folds under its neck and mouth where a beak is likely withdrawn with tendrils, large four bulbous fingers, and a tiny, almost lizard-like tail. Like I said, pretty much just a baby Cthulhu.
Oh.
Or this. Or do you not know as it shifts back to itself?
Would I remember?
Yes, probably. Loose like flashes of things before your sapiency. And you were experimented on by the Dunwich, yes?
Okay.
So,
Which one was the Dunwich?
the green boys, the baby Cthulhus.
I point at the green Dunwich thing, and it's like, yeah, it was that thing.
Russell is just bewildered by the fact, can't cope with the fact that Minnie might have had bones at one point.
Hey, yeah, he looks at you and he goes, then I can tell you much of your origin. As we were created by the same being. Well, what created you created us.
Really?
They are the ones who shepherd us and made our empire before they were slaughtered. Reduced without a trace, disappeared to the wind as the final warden died. His sacrifice noble, but one of complete eradication. For both.
I kind of like. I think Minnie's a little bit confused because she's always seen them as like these evil creatures, but the way he's made it sound like as if like they were, I don't know, like they were like pretending to be gods or something.
Yeah, essentially. He will see your confusion and offer but a small insight, as he is slightly less dismissive towards you now, knowing that you at least partially share some sort of origin. And he will say, much was lost to history. Tools are often created with a purpose, but when hands are made idle by force, what remains of a tool when not in use? But stagnation. And stagnation it gives way to many things.
Why was I created then?
I don't know. Why is any tool created? Only one can. We were created by flawed gods. And when we were abandoned, an ancient race who lacked much saw fit to uplift us into their arms. we found purpose in being used. We found that hands that were once stagnant, things that accomplished nothing in eternities, were no longer idle. That they were able to build and create and shape things. And those same hands that uplifted us created other vessels, soldiers for a brutal and bloody war against another creature that lacked soul itself. The same creatures that created Nullus. And when that, and I got you're good.
Are the Dunwich the enemy?
The Dunwich are tools that are disposed of. Many of them are left forsaken. Many of them are no longer members of the Empire. They were cursed with sentience and a narrow scope of purpose. Their job was to further the experimentation of their masters, and their masters wanted to be whole, to make up for what they once lacked. And now the Dunwich still lack that same thing. They were made incomplete, and they seek to become completed, to finish their master's work. But there is no longer a work to be completed. And so they stagnate and rot within their own empty shells.
I see. I'll let other people talk for a bit because, yeah.
Ye.
If anyone has questions.
Russell is currently holding his tongue against the subtle and pernicious blasphemies against the gods, which this creature has stated. But as an aside, does he see any sense of pride in this thing? Does it have any sort of the way it speaks? The way it refers to its creators and races making other races, all as tools, all as made things. There seems to be no ego behind it. It seems like it would wound any it feels like something that would wound the ego of any creature that has an ego to be wounded.
Yeah, you pick up quite quickly on this creature is completely devoid of pride or self-worth.
Fascinating.
It has a very, very minimal amount of God, brain hurty. Very, very minimal amount of ego, as well as it clearly has emotion. Individuality is what I'm looking for. It has very little, if any, individuality.
Interesting. Like an ant in a hive. Such a strange thing. Russell's starting to suspect these might not be the good guys. But he's also going to look at, just steal a glance at Boing Boing. Boing Boing isn't quite like that, though. He's not close to Boing Boing, but in all that travel, has he seen Boing Boing just sort of... Well, I guess he does see Boing Boing actually often just kind of shrug and go, well, okay, I guess if we're all doing it. All right, this is probably a bad idea, but here we go. And now he's just sort of reevaluating what's going on.
And the creature will go, I see, unless there is anything else to discuss.
The people, to what purpose would you take them? They are of common stock and of no particular. They are of common stock, and there are many thousands of thousands like them.
You are incorrect on a single matter.
Hmm.
And that matter is a very simple one. common stock remain stock regardless. And it is the thing we lack most. As I said, we are deeply reviled. Most of us are killed upon revealing our true colors, seen as assassins, or forced to integrate into the backward societies of this realm as assassins or spies. And that has been maintained through the ages. And don't get me started on the half-spawn. Changelings, as they're called. Few make it out of the womb, and those that do are often skinned and turned into magical items, as their flesh holds great potential to be molded into leather that holds illusionary magic. Now, these people were bordering on begging us to take them. One woman gave birth to a changeling. One of ours had infiltrated the village as our operations in this area expanded and bore offspring. At that point, they feared the local lord's reaction, and one by one, they chose. They grew tired of the eccentricity of the Lord and the frequencies of the attacks. And so we offered them protection in exchange for integration.
Hmm.
Can I like take Boing Boing aside and like whispers like, I'm kind of like confused. And are these the good guys, or like why aren't you like with them?
Oh gosh.
I guess-
I mean, they're it's kind of hard to really.
Because like, who are these elder evils?
Um,
Is this question like too hard for you to like answer, or is that like you don't know what to say?
well, I mean, the elder evils are just ancient enemies of us. So
They also
I
have
mean, they're
great powers. Some embody stars themselves and stuff. They're very varied in origin and things, but they are pretty much bad boys.
yeah, like I mean, you can kind of just see like Boeing thinking about it, just like I mean,
I'll ask another question. Um, would it be bad for you to work with them again?
I mean,
Or
my
do you not want to?
eyes, like, yeah, I don't really wish to. It's not really necessarily a bad thing for me because it's yeah,
Will they allow you to say no?
I have because of the KIP thing, I can't exactly say no, you know. It's hard for me to kind of be negative and push that stuff away, since I kind of had to help Kip over there. And it's,
well, what if we work with them? Since it's kind of seems like we're on the same side for now. They don't like these aberrant guys that are popping tadpoles or these leech thingies on everyone.
yeah, we could just, work with them for a while, because, yeah, as you said, we kind of need to get rid of the other evil stuff, such as tadpoles, and whatnot, since that's still a problem.
She nods.
Mm.
Do you know what their goal is? Like right now? Is it to destroy these tadpoles or whatever? These
Well,
evil water spawn?
I mean, mm, I pretty much just want to revitalize the Empire and its greatness, pretty much. And I mean, I guess they're just getting rid of the one thing, so it's easier for them. So,
Did
I mean, it's
they?
kind of hard to super say, because I haven't exactly had much contact with them for a bit. So.
When you helped Kip, did they ask you to do anything for this
I mean,
favor,
they just,
or like?
the one guy that led Kip to a nearby tribe with them implied that there was something in the future that they could possibly ask of. So maybe it has something to do with that. I wouldn't. I don't believe I've been told any. I mean, we could
Do
just
they
ask, I
lie?
suppose. They lie?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, the whole race, it's kind of just their entire thing.
Yeah,
Kind
I
of
mean,
forced to do that.
what should we do then?
I guess just ask the one guy, ask if there's any way we can really, I guess, settle the one debt stuff, especially if the one travel thing.
Alrighty.
What currency do they accept? Favors?
Yeah, pretty much. The thing is, the fact there's humans here means they likely would accept gold because they do have infiltration. Like they do infiltrate. Like people would know what a doppelganger is due to the fact that you're adventurers, and that's like, everyone's heard a legend about a doppelganger or a changeling.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. And so, like, knowing exact specifics about their racial culture and heritage is probably beyond you, but they are infiltrators, and they would probably accept gold, but favors would be much more sweet.
I somehow think they're not going to release these debts for mere gold.
Well, I asked the main doppelganger who's been attending to us and be like, what can we do to help pay off this debt that Kip accumulated?
I truly only see one way to make things right. Deal with Nullis. If you can deal with Nullis, then the debt is settled. We can continue our operations. We can move from this location, and we can do anything else other than fighting a non-stop spawning of star spawn. In recent years, the armies have been reclaiming this land. Ancient things have awoken due to unknown. I suppose I shouldn't lie to an ally. Due to the things you are currently holding reaching their precipice. Likely within 1 decade, maybe 2. The grand scheme behind the stealing of the souls will be realized. And in doing so, that ambiance has set a new tone. A darker tone for this sphere at large. One that allows Nullus to feed. He feeds on negative energy, and he feeds on negative thoughts, and he manipulates, and he grows, and he forces. Not unlike the Dunwich who have lost their way. So, this is what I need you to do. I need you to find a more permanent prison for Nullus. Killing Frost Mage after Frost Mage, decade to decade, to keep him frozen in a block of ice clearly hasn't worked. And I know of a perfect prison. Your thing. And he points to Kip. You've willingly, and they've willingly tasted the taint of Nullus. They are corrupted. Since they willingly accepted a gift, even with the worm gone, their gestation into a champion has stopped. But this leaves an opening. Because they are corrupted, but not gestating. They are empty. It is as though that Nullus has opened a house inside their body, but no one's home. So you can lock them inside their house. You can go to Nullus and seal them up inside the body of your thing. He won't be dead, but he'll be locked inside, unable to leave and unable to reincarnate and unable to make new champions.
And what becomes when the kobold perishes? They do not live long.
This is truthful. I do not know. In truth, the creature that you face is beyond death. While they are weak, they will fight forever.
Yo, what if I come back, though?
Who knows? Perhaps your kobold will be blessed with immortality like their would-be master, or perhaps being bound so intimately to a vessel would kill it permanently when it dies. It itself is beyond death, but if you were to lock someone in a house and light it ablaze and turn it to nothing with ashes with them inside, would they not also be destroyed?
Perhaps his soul would drag it to... Do kobolds go to hell?
They're gonna light me on fire?
Kobolds go to hell?
Kobolds can go to hell, yes. They can. They have a soul like anything else. Their soul is canonically weaker than most human souls, but they do still have souls.
It's not like an all dogs go to heaven thing. There's no all kobolds go to hell.
Yeah, there's not all kobolds go to
dude.
hell. They have a slightly less valuable soul, and by that I mean like one of 75% value to a normal creature. And so they go wherever a human would go if the kobold was a human upon the time of death. due to the nature of many of them meeting untimely demises, it's kind of like the concept in samsara in Buddhism, where once you're reincarnated as an animal, you're stuck on the animal path for your next reincarnation, because a kobold dies so regularly that they never increase the power of their soul, so therefore they never reincarnate, and they very rarely have a permanent ending where they go to heaven or hell. So they kind of just reincarnate as a new kobold or kobold adjacent creature when they die.
That's crazy.
So what I'm hearing is, if I die hypothetically forever, I'll come back, and y'alls are gonna have to deal with Kip forever. Just maybe in different forms.
Arguable. I mean, you would be just born, and like your memories would be scrubbed during reincarnation.
But
So it'd
he
be
would-
like,
But he would have the
But he
mark of the
wouldn't be
he would have the
back.
mark of Nullus. So he would be like the
Forever, yeah.
evil kobold avatar.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I'll leave that. This could be a good cliffhanger. I think you guys can think about it over the week, maybe in a PM about it or whatevs. He'll pretty much say this. Take your time to discuss. Perhaps there's something else you could offer us of equal value to remedy your mistake. You have free reign of the ship. There's nothing to hide. Shop. Rest. Eat. Be merry. Discuss. And, for reference, many here will revile you. He looks to you, Kit.
Thanks.
This is not a location to repeat mistakes that have been made in the past of that worm. I have patience due to the nature of my brother standing by your side and vouching for you, but the word of my superior
Wait,
does
so
not.
you have a brother? Wait, so is this like how we're looking for Lizrin's dad?
I think it's like I think he means like my brother monks. They're brothers in arms in the same order and kind.
Wait,
Yeah.
they're all
We are
brothers?
all brothers of the Great Mother. Yes.
Wait, who's your mom then?
Please don't be your mother's brother.
The Great Mother.
You're
He
your mom's
gestures to
brother?
the shrine
What?
behind him. He gestures to the shrine behind him, and he will go, But yes, the word of my superior only carries so much weight, and while I have patience, my brothers may not hesitate to rip you limb from bloody limb.
It is a grave show of restraint that you
All
yet
I'm gonna say is I don't know why you all hate me.
Because you bear the eternal mark of my greatest enemy. Food for thought, little
Okay, but I didn't want it.
You did stick my hand in a brazier that one time.
No, I didn't.
And he will leave the room.
I'll follow the doppelganger and ask if they could train me to fight aberrations.
He stops for a moment, and he will, and this will be the cliffhanger for the episode. He will turn to you, and he will go, with ease.
Yay!
So, in exchange, you must either join the Empire or give us something in return for the knowledge of our forefathers. And that's the cliffhanger.
All right.
Yeah, you want this mark I have? I don't want it.
And yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Kind of lore heavier than I thought it would be, but you're getting your side quests out of the way. You're exploring pretty much the whole map region. So I'm probably kind of happy with that. You have in fact discovered another quarter of the map. So that means just like last time, you will be rewarded with 200 experience points.
Nice.
Let's go.
I will then also add, between then and now, the quest marker up in the top right for the join faction Sri Kali. But yeah, I hope you all had fun. And yeah, see you guys